This video is brought to you by the 9% and is powered by Petty Vision Productions. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
I can't wake nobody up. I'm here to unplug.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. God knows.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title, we gonna talk about it. But first, let me get it to the chat. And Ty, what up, Nine? Appreciate you, sis. Liz B, what up, though? Loving Miss Tracy, appreciate you. Hey, y'all, we rocking out. My bad. I was supposed to do this yesterday, but yeah, I didn't charge my laptop. Tay eats y'all. What up, Nine? Appreciate you, sis. Appreciate you. Yeah, I didn't charge my laptop last night. So I ain't even got all that energy for the subject no more. But I am gonna give a quick PSA because, and this ain't for nobody in particular. It's just this is bringing awareness, right? Because we always talk about like the youth, right? Why the youth so messed up, and in my opinion, a lot of it has to do with the examples they have to look. The examples they have, you know, a lot of them are only doing what they see is being done. And on this app, man, there's a lot of grown people doing some ignorant shit, right? Just even the conversations, the way people talk to each other, like all this just threatening. Like, man, there's people on here really living up to the stereotypes, right? Living up to the stigma that's placed on especially melanated people. You living up to it. You know, talking about pulling up. Like, you pull up on somebody, that shit don't even translate, man. Like, everybody on here acting gangster and hard, like they street and hood. You don't see no real street hood people on here. You know why? Because the reality is this. If you're doing something wrong, you ain't trying to be seen. Ain't no real street people on here. And if they are, they crash outs. They don't care. They literally crash outs. Literally about to crash into the wall. Commander, what up, Nine? The General, the Minister of Defense is in the building. What up, Nine? Appreciate you. They all crash outs, right? Yeah, people threatening to pull up to people's houses. You got men on here talking recklessly to women like they ain't got no father, no brother, like they ain't got nobody to love them. Like, this shit weird, man. We got to do better at some point. And there's too many people clapping for the shit, cheering it on. You just as bad as the motherfuckers doing the dumb shit. It was a prankster here in Michigan, right? It was a Detroit prankster. He went into a jewelry store, acted like he was gonna rob it, and lost his life. My wife was just telling me that before I came on. She was just telling me that. You know, that's off subject, but it's on subject because it's for clicks and views. People going to the extreme for clicks and views, and there's some real people out here living real lives and ain't playing with you. You don't know who on this internet. You think just because somebody in the chat and they probably passive that you can just pull up on them. Stuff like that don't translate. And there's older people doing it. Like, y'all supposed to know better. Oh no, she was telling me a story about, it was this I guess this social media influence. He was a prankster. He went into a jewelry store here in the suburbs of Detroit and act like he was gonna rob it, and he got unalive. Doing a prank for them clicks and views. He ain't here no more. It ain't worth it, and that's dangerous too. Because if that's your content, if your content is doing risky things like that, and that's even like, look, think about this. This is how everything works, right? I'm on the internet, and if I tell somebody that, hey, I'm going to do X, Y, Z to you, and something happened to that person, I am on the internet. It's documented. Even if you erase it, YouTube still got it. Even if you erase it, somebody probably screenshotted it, and something happened to that person. Now you ain't even have to do it, but guess who they coming to see? They coming to see you. If you on this internet and you say, Frankie, what up, though? Appreciate you, my brother. If you on this internet and you say, hey, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna see you, I'm gonna put hands on you, right? And you actually go do that, that's a charge. You going to jail. That's premeditated. If you say that to somebody and you come to them and they unalive you, that's self-defense. That's how the law works. And if anybody in the street, you know that. That's why when you're in the street, you don't tell people what you gonna do to them, especially for nobody to hear. You might tell them, but you ain't gonna say it so anybody can hear. Why? Because you're trying to get away. Unless you just a crash out. And there's some crash outs on here. So everybody ain't joking, everybody ain't playing. And see, that's another thing. You don't hear and you deal with one of those people. They ain't got nothing to lose. Now, if you on here doing stuff for clicks and views, but you have a family, you have responsibility, you need to be mindful. Because trying to get those clicks and views can take everything from you. Shout out to Liz B. Appreciate you, sis. I don't know if she in the chat. I want to give away. Check this out. This how dope it was. I want to give away. I didn't see it. He respun it, and I won again. I told her it must be fate, huh? I don't never win nothing. Anything. I win stuff sometimes. But that's just how it is, man. So at some point, especially melanated people, we got to start setting examples. We have to start creating new standards. Well, at least I do anyway. I can't tell nobody what to do. People go do all those. Yeah, they go do it anyway. But this is a PSA because if people on here threatening you, guess what? You dealing with one or two people. They doing it for the clicks or views or they crash outs. Either way, ain't no point in dealing with them. Ain't no point. You ain't gonna win with people like that. But if you one of them people on here, you gotta understand what you put out in the universe, it comes back to you. You'll be sitting here trying to pull up on one person and somebody will pull up on you. BDB, what up, my brother? What up, Nine? How you doing? How you feeling? How you living? I always get that mixed up. What up, Nine? Appreciate you. Oh yeah, this it is a link pinned to the top of the screen. Make sure y'all hit that. Make sure you hit that notification bell. I believe it's Sunday. The finale for Battle of the Beats Tag Team Tournament is going down. Check this out. Your vote matters. So we need you over there. We need y'all to vote because this is the finale, right? One team win, one team lose. But check this out. I'm biased. Hometown homeboy. Well, not hometown homeboy, but my homeboy E Money on the Beat is in the competition. So definitely get over there and show my brother some love. For E Money. But definitely get over there. Make sure you hit that notification bell because when we go live, we go get live. There's D in the chat. I appreciate you, sis. Yeah, but yeah, it don't translate. It don't translate. Like and then with this whole YouTube thing, you don't know what's real and what's not when it comes to all that. You know, people they call it running plays, but you don't know what's real and what's not. The messed up thing is people actually get themselves invested into all this mess. You get invested into somebody else's drama and it ain't even real, but you feeling some type of way. People ain't responsible. You be on here beefing with people that ain't got nothing to do with you. What up, Nine?
Hey, what's up? What's up? I just came real quick. I don't know what I did on accident. I was trying to click your. Hey, y'all, what's up, chat? I was trying to click the pin link,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know what I did. Can you see what I did?
I can't even get on my live right now. Hold on.
It had press when I clicked it was like something happened. I don't know. That's why I was like, my bad. I don't know what exactly happened. So I was like, let me get up here and see if you can see it.
No, I don't see you doing that. It's still pinned.
Okay, because I was like, what the heck? It was something popped up on the screen and my finger pressed it on accident, but I couldn't see what it was, and then I couldn't see the pinned message no more. So I was like, what did I do? Maybe you could tell me. Okay, let me get back to work.
Commander said I see what she did.
What did I do, Commander? Because I couldn't see it. I turned it.
She turned to slow-mo.
Oh.
She turned that on so I can see. I'm just playing.
I didn't know what I did. I literally pulled it out to look at the chat because I'm at work, and so when I pulled it out, it was like something on the screen, and my finger hit it, and I couldn't even read what it said. I was like, "What did I do?" And then I was trying to figure out. But anyway, what's up now? What's up, chat? Y'all have a good night. Happy Friday. Shout out to everybody. I'm about to get back to work.
Appreciate you, sis.
All right, bro.
Hustle T King, what up, fam? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah. She just turned on slow-mo so bro can see something. Let me see something. But yeah, that was just a PSA, man. I just wanted to get that off my chest. I'm gonna do a show next week. Building bridges for the young and for the youth and the elders, right? Because we got to start doing that. Because guess what? The older people need the younger people, and the younger people need the older people. That's just the reality. You know, the disconnection. We talked about that, but let's talk about building the bridges. Let's get some common understanding. You know, because without it, we're gonna be lost. You know, without it, we're gonna be lost. So, and it's just too weird, man. The dynamics between older people and younger people, and there's a whole bunch of dynamics, and there's a whole bunch of issues because you got some older people that act young, and you got some young people acting too old. You know, they forget they're young. Enjoy your youth. You know, so you know, there's a lot of dynamics there, but at the same time, we gotta have a conversation to make movement. Without the conversation, there's no movement. We can keep sitting here saying they doing this or they doing that, but at the end of the day, you need to find some common ground. So we're gonna talk about that. Then we got a 9% show tomorrow, and we got one Tuesday. So look out for that tomorrow. We're gonna talk about the process of growth, like us evolving into or maturing into adulthood. You know, a lot of people ain't even start that process yet. You can see it on the internet. Oh man. So we gonna talk about that. Being responsible, being accountable, just different processes of maturity, how that look. And then you can evaluate you and the people around you. We all have room to grow. So we're gonna talk about that. And then BDB came up with a good topic. We're gonna do Tuesday. I ain't gonna let the cat out the bag yet. Because we don't know what channel we doing that on yet. Yeah, have a good one, BDB. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, not. Yeah, but that it's too much nonsense. But I mean, that's a good thing that we ain't around that. Ain't nobody over here trying to pull up on nobody. I wish I was in Texas though. I pull up to that crawfish kickback. Did that go down yet? I ain't been checking over there. It's been a couple crazy, these last couple weeks been crazy, but I don't think it went down yet. But shout out to African Dreaming. Shout out to Unbiased, Big Rooster. Who else over there? Tori. I forget who all involved. I know they involved. Shout out to them for doing that. That crawfish kickback. They're getting some people together off of YouTube and connecting. So that's deep. One day we might be there, be able to do something like that. But we still building right now, y'all. We still building. So, but we gonna get there. We gonna get there. But yeah, definitely check out that tag team tournament. The link is pinned. We'll be over there. We're gonna be rocking out. It's Sunday. Leaving the stream running. Don't mind. It's no. Hey, I believe it's Sunday. I gotta click the link myself to see. But make sure y'all turn the notification. Oh, I can't even click it. I forget I'm in this mode. But turn the notification bell on for sure. So when it go down, you'll get the alarm. And you come over because every vote counts. E-money on the beat in it. So we need to get over there and support, bro. It's going down like 5 flat tires, so-called. Ain't even got a spare. The spare flat. It ain't going up. It's going down. So make sure y'all there. Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Put the notification bell on and be ready to enjoy it. Because look, man, check this out. This is why we got to support stuff like this. Not only the host, right? Because he put together an amazing show. He put a tournament where these artists can display their art, right? So we got that aspect. Then we got the actual artists, right? These people put their blood, sweat, and tears into their craft, and they sharing it with us, right? And then you got the entertainment part. It's YouTube. It's free entertainment. It don't cost nothing to go over there and be in a good environment, listen to some good beats. One of these artists one day, you never know. They might be famous one day, and we have the ability to indulge in their craft before they got a big name. So let's get over there and support that. Oh, for sure, bro. For sure. Yeah, the topic Tuesday gonna be dope. Hey, you want to do that on your channel, bro? And we come over there and rock out with you? Either way, it don't mind. I don't mind either way. We go barbecue and have a good time. Yes, we is, Commander. Oh, yes, we is. Oh, yes, we is. But yeah, so yeah, I ain't really, like I said, this subject was yesterday, and I ain't even got all the fire in my belly that I had for it. But it is a PSA I want to put out. Like, man, that's it don't translate. All that being gangster on the internet, it don't translate to real life. It really don't. Either you a crash dummy or you an actor. There ain't nobody in a right mind doing nothing doing no street shit, trying to get caught. And people say, well, I never said I was street. Bro, if you got responsibilities at home, you got a family, you got a job, you got a career, if you got any of that stuff, man, you ain't trying to throw it away for some random person on the internet. And if you is, then you got issues. Gary, my 33 brother, what it do? What the business is? Appreciate you, bro. You know, most people in the street, if they're in the street, they trying to stay in the street. So they ain't trying to do nothing stupid. They already doing something stupid. They can get them locked up. So what they gonna do extra stupid stuff for? That ain't how it work. And you pull up to somebody, man, you gotta realize, bro, you on the internet saying, I'm gonna pull up, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna come see you. That's premeditated, man. That's premeditated. So if you actually do something or something happen, you guaranteed a trip. That's guaranteed, man. So like I said, either you crashing out or you doing it for clicks and views. That's just the reality of it. That's just the reality. And I'm speaking, I'm a civilian, man. I pay taxes and everything. But I wasn't never in no gang or nothing. But I ran around the streets and it was just something, I don't have a record, you know, and it's for a reason. Because I ain't never told on myself. I never gave people the opportunity to tell on me. When you do stuff, you do it by yourself. That way the only person can tell on you is you. It's codes, it's rules, just like anything else. And if you follow them, you'll be all right. Right? You'll be all right. But if you don't, then it's consequences and repercussions. And in the street, those consequences and repercussions, they can be fatal. That's just the reality. So, like they say, you don't play boxing, you don't play with the street. You don't play with the street. That's a whole different world, a different set of rules. And if you never been in it, trust me, you don't never want to be in it. Cause it ain't just something you can just walk away from when you feel like it. That ain't how it works. But there's a lot of people on here personifying that lifestyle, right? And you can tell ain't none of them ever been off the porch. Ain't none of these people ever did nothing. They probably been around people. They probably heard people, but they themselves, they ain't never did nothing. That's why they on here talking the way they do. And the rest of them crash outs. They ain't got nothing to live for anyway. Stay in the house. That Smith gang, last name Wesson. Smith and what? Yeah, Smith. I'm a Colt guy. I like Colts. Von D in the building. What up, bro? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, but that's just a PSA, you know. And to the melanated man, young and old, man. Let's remember our actions. People looking at them, man. People looking at it. You know, we need to start creating a new standard of how we want to be viewed, and don't accept nothing else. I know this is what we are. This is who we are. This is what we be. Right? And lead by example. Show the young generation, look, we can talk to them all we want, right? Some of it'll penetrate. Some people will get it, some won't. But if we set the example, then it ain't no excuse. It ain't no excuse. But it need to be enough of us, right? Because you always have the fuck boys out there doing dumb shit. You always gonna have them out there. Can't do nothing about that. The fuck boys gonna be fuck boys. That's just what they are. My bad, Commander. It's only 25 minutes in. HP, what up? Appreciate you, sis. Yeah, fuck boys gonna be fuck boys. So it can't. But us as men, we can still create that standard. Say like and show the difference, right? That's what I tell people. Like you can tell me your perspective or your experience in life on how black male is, but I can show you what I am. That's what I can do. I can show you. There's a difference. There's a difference. You don't see me even, man. Look, I done had females on here go off on me. You never heard me call them out their name. I don't go in. I don't do none of that. I don't do it in real life, and I ain't about to do it on the internet. I don't feel threatened by no female. I'm straight. Only way a female go threaten me if they bring a knife or some type of weapon. Then we got an issue. But hey, man, females go be females, and if you've been around them, you know one thing: when they pop off, they pop off. I'm not trying to make no excuse for no female. I'm just telling you, if you've been around females, you know one thing: when they pop off, they pop off. But this is the other thing too. If you're dealing with a real woman after she pop off and she realize she wrong, you know what she gonna do? She will come back and apologize. We all sit here and say women are emotional. Okay. So when they get emotional, what's the problem? What's the problem, man? Let women do that. Just stay the hell out their way. You know a female go pop. You go back and forth with a female, you know your feelings go get hurt. If a female get physical with a man, she knows she physically go get hurt. But if you a man and you go back and forth with a female, understand you go be mentally and emotionally bruised. That's how you go feel when she done with you. I promise you that. So why even look, man? There's no point. Just let them pop off, man. Let them pop off. And if a female is too wild, then why you around her? This how you. I mean, if we logical thinking creatures, this is how we got to start thinking as men, right? If you got a female that's unstable, why are you around her? Why? Who does that say more about? The unstable female or the person that chooses to be around an unstable female? This is the stuff I used to tell myself. How can I display the chivalry that my elders taught me if I'm in an environment that won't allow me? Get the hell out the environment. Get the hell away from them females. Same thing for females. Look, man, if y'all around a bunch of hood-minded ninjas, get the hell away from them. Get away from them. Don't think these people go conform, because they're not. People go be who they are. That's just what it is. People go be who they are. People only change when they have an inner desire to. If a person don't have an inner desire to change, they're just not going to do it. Can you put it in them? I think you can. Is it worth it? That's situational, right? Men and women. And see, that's the thing too, because so often, we associate emotion to females, but men, in my opinion, are just as emotional, be emotional as female. They do. They be just as emotional. The difference is I don't think men know how to properly express their emotions. Not quite like females can. But shit, females can be volatile too with their emotions. So the difference is men are physical, so we end up tearing shit up. Females are more emotional. They want to cut you from the inside out. Because that's a dying action. And that's how I be, man. Like you get up here, like I was this was like last year. I ain't gonna say the name, but I was on a person's panel, and they was saying like nowadays, because I was speaking like talking like I'm talking now about female. They say, well, that's not that nowadays that'd be called a simp. You giving females excuses and excusing their bad behavior, and I'm like, how am I excusing someone's bad behavior? We talking about nature. We talking about what's natural. I mean, what's natural is this: you can't control no one, and if you can, either they broken or you forcing it. That's not natural. It's not natural to control someone else. That's just not natural. So me wanting women to be what I feel they should be, that's a form of control. There's no standard of how a woman should be. Everybody, man and woman, go express themselves individually. Do we have a lot of commonality? Yeah, we can establish that. But if a person don't want to conform to your idea, then that don't make them bad. That just make them not for you. And people can't get to that point. All men want women to act like this. All women want men to act like this. Why? So you can feel comfortable? Why not just find who you comfortable with? Why everybody gotta be like this? Why everybody got that shit weird to me, man? That shit is weird. Simp of the year. I don't know, Gary, man. You might be battling for that. Man, Gary might be battling for simp of the year. Oh, I didn't even know I had. Oh, okay. I just seen that in time. But you already. I told you I don't be saying that. I just seen you. That was a message, but I don't know what happened. Usually when people come up, that little boop noise come on and it stopped doing that. I don't know why it stopped doing that. Maybe my mic ain't up. Okay. No, because I heard the music playing. Dang, I got a lot of people blocked from StreamYard. I think these are all the same people, just different troll accounts. Hey, did y'all notice that? Look, I'm not being petty. I'm not being petty. I'm asking a serious question, but it might sound a little petty, right? But did y'all notice that we don't have any more trolls? We ain't had no trolls in a while, have we? And that's all I'm gonna say about that. No more trolls. Ain't no trolls for me. Ain't no trolls for me. They must not have liked my responses, huh? I enjoy trolls. Trolls are fun. We love the trolls. We're love the trolls. No more trolls for me. No. Yeah, y'all remember that that commercial, that flea commercial, and the dog got that no more fleas on me. No more fleas on me. It might be bugs on some of you mugs, but it ain't no fleas on me. Y'all remember that? That's what I'm gonna start calling trolls. They fleas, bro. They fleas. As soon as they come in, I'm gonna throw that flea collar on and get them off. Shake them trolls off. HP, you do music too. HP. Look, y'all be sleeping on sis. Look, not only do she sing, she rap, right? I don't know if she make beats, but BDB, she got some skill. You need to check her out, BDB. Definitely check sis out. You remember that, Tay? It might be bugs on some of you mugs, but it ain't no fleas on me. Oh man, we shook them fleas off quick. Oh man, let me stop. These trolls ain't loyal. Yeah, they is. So we was correct all this time. Who the troll? Hey, I'm just saying. I ain't saying, but I'm just saying. It is what it is. Mighty. Hey, timing is everything. That's all I'm gonna say. Timing is everything. But I look at it as a form of transmutation of energy. Sometimes people just got to get stuff off their chest, and um, they don't want to deal with consequences behind it. So on YouTube, that's a way you can do it. You can say things that you really want to say to people, and you can hide behind, an avatar or unfamiliar name and be able to say it. And I guess that's your safe space. Um, but to me, that just speaks, upon a person's character. So uh, once you identify it, say it, then you know what it is, and you keep it moving. I mean, I'm a firm believer in it. I'm not coming off my throne to battle no pigs in no mud. I'm not doing it. We can sit up here and say that is a class of people not beneath you, but behavior shows differently. So if your behavior shows that you're beneath me, then God damn it, change it. It ain't my fault. Stop acting like that. What I'm supposed to do. I can't do nothing about the way you acting. I mean, shit, you wanna be better, do better. That's just life. When I was running around in the street, if people called me a little thug, a little hoodlum, any of that, that was because of my actions, but what I was doing. That ain't their fault. They just seeing something and describing it. Dee 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 dee. If you don't like the way, sometimes when people say stuff about you, it's true. I ain't gonna say all the time, but sometimes it's true. And if it is true, if you don't like it, change it. That's all you got to do. I had to listen to a lot of things I didn't want to hear. Even now, it's stuff people tell me. I don't want to hear. No one wants to hear anything bad about themselves, right? No one really wants to hear any. I'm gonna say constructive criticism to be nice, but no one wants to hear any criticism about themselves. But sometimes it's necessary, right? So if you don't like what you hear, analyze it, evaluate it, and if it's changes so the positive can be made, do that and keep it moving. You ain't gotta be all emotional about stuff. You ain't gotta, you know, like I done said plenty of times. I don't really care what nobody say about me, right? But don't come after my brand. And part of my brand is my character, right? My me making money depends on how people look at me, right? So if I did something, then I did it. It is what it is. But don't put nothing on me that I ain't do because you feel or you think. Then no, we got an issue. Let's straighten it out. I ain't gotta cuss nobody out or I ain't got a name call or nothing. We just go talk about the facts. Keep it moving. Everybody handle things differently though, and I don't judge nobody how they handle stuff or when they decide to. Everybody is different. So, people hold value into different things. East Dad, what up though? Hey bro, man, you had me crying. That Jason game, I like that, man. I wish I could play that. Man, I'd be dead too quick though. I'd be dead on that thing. East Dad in the building, what up though? Yeah, but that was my PSA on that. That was my PSA. But I do want to say this too. At some point, we have to understand that it is people looking at us. And even if we don't want to be role models, especially us older brothers and sisters, us older people, period, you may not want to be an example or a role model, but guess what? Too bad you are. It's somebody looking at you, watching you, trying to figure out life. And they saying what you do. So just be mindful of that. You did it when you was a kid. There's other kids that's gonna do it too. It can be a neighbor, it can be a nephew, a cousin, a son, a daughter. It can be anybody, but they are watching you. So what kind of example are you setting? I have to ask myself that question. But see, I got kids, so I have no other choice. I have no other choice. And me having the kids, right? I got I got a son and a daughter. So my interactions with their mother, for them, for their understanding how men and women should interact is priceless. So for me, it's important. It's important for me to be able to show my son and daughter how men and women should interact because they go get older and indulge in relationships and I don't want them to kind of be lost like I was because I didn't understand those dynamics. And a lot of it I learned from trial and error. I seen some good examples growing up, but it wasn't consistent in my life. I seen more bad examples on a consistent basis. But I still had that awareness because I seen the way it was supposed to. A lot of people don't have that. They never have that good example. Even if it was just, a couple times or one situation. Some people never had it. So they think this is how it's supposed to be. And the dynamics between men and women are so messed up now. Hey, what is y'all talking about? Chilling like a villain. Where my check? Yeah, that's a petty services. A petty service announcement. Still PSA. I like that. Commander just be in the chat dropping sauce. You got a rain check boy. Nets, what up, sis? Take them to church. Oh, I need my brother and my sister up here to take them to church. I'm more like a Lutheran pastor. Have y'all ever been to a Lutheran church? Yeah, I'm more like one of those pastors. I don't get excited and all that when I preach. I just, give you the word. If y'all want like that Baptist, that Methodist feel, you gotta wait till either Brother Gary or Intrinsic hit the panel. I'm more like a Lutheran pastor. You might fall asleep during my sermons. Hey, I remember. Look, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I remember my grandma when she moved up here to Detroit. She was like itching to go to church. She was like, "Take me to a church," and we literally stopped at the first church. I'd never been to this church. We stopped at the first church she's saying, and it happened to be a Lutheran church. We go in there and sit down. And look, man, you got to understand. When I was young, I didn't know how. Look, I just knew what I knew, right? So when we go in there, the pastor, I'm like, man, that shit feel weird. Like the way he talking, he used to a black church, and I ain't been to church in years now. Like my grandfather, after my step grandfather died, I ain't go to church no more. So I go to this church, pastor talking. I'm like, okay, yeah, this seemed like, I don't know, man. It just. And then when they start singing them hymns, I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm out of here, man. This shit sound like the Omen or something. It felt like Damien was about to come out the ground or some shit. I'm looking like, well, these man, and look, shout out to all the white people. Look, man, I respect y'all, but when y'all singing hymns and shit, that shit is eerie as hell. No, man, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Like it just feels like something like the ground go open up and horns and beasts and shit come out. I'm good. I'm out. So yeah. With the Oregon rate, man. Like, nah, I'm getting the hell out of here, man. I'm straight. I told my grandma, like, nah, I gotta go, man. She was like, what was all that? I'm like, I don't know. She was like, they was summoning something. Like, yeah, I don't know what the hell they was doing in there. Man, I'm telling you, like, man, I'm getting the hell out of here, man. I'm telling you, I was just imagining a little white boy with that little crew cut, with the little the school outfit on was just about to come up out the ground and shit. Like, I'm getting the hell out of here. Y'all summoning the Antichrist or something. This just ain't right. I thought I was gonna hear whistles and horns and bells, cherubim gonna be flying from the sky. I'm straight, man. Like, is this the final battle? Is this what Revelation was talking about? Because I'm hearing all types of weird shit. Like, no, I'm out of here. And they was like, oh no, that's just how Luther. And then when I go back to work, right, I didn't know one of the nurses I worked with went to that church. And she was like, oh, the pastor is cool. This, that. No, that's just how we sing. And I'm like, oh no, this is why I don't deal with y'all with church and stuff like that. Look, some stuff. Look, I don't be trying to take everything. I don't be trying to indulge in everybody's culture and stuff like that, because some stuff is just for them. And that hymn singing shit, that's just for them. I'm not down with that. Give me some drums, some pianos, a damn guitar. When we and let's get some rhythm going on, because I don't know what the hell was going on. That shit, it make you feel, man. You don't even walk right after that. It's like it just throw all your rhythm on. You can't be a black person going to a Lutheran church and think you gonna keep your rhythm. No. It's gone. It's gone. I'm telling you, you can't do it. Your ass will be rhythmless after one service. Hey, y'all, don't get mad. I'm just joking. I'm not joking, but I am joking. It's a joke, but I'm dead serious. That's how I felt. But it's a joke. I didn't turn it into a funny. Shout out to all the Lutherans. Martin Luther was a bad boy. That was a bad boy. Shout out to him too. Rest in peace to the ancestor. You want battle with the beats type music? Do now I don't want like Katy Perry. Oh man. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get away from that. No more talking about the Lutherans, because they're our brothers in Christ. And Martin Luther, man, he did a lot of yeah, he did a lot, man. Y'all go research Martin Luther. Not Martin Luther King, but Martin Luther. 755 in the building. What up, though? You had to come out the bush. Oh, 755. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Like, man, that joke kind of freaked me out. I'm looking like, nah, I thought the nuns was going to be flying around and shit. Like, nah, let me get out of here, man. You just ain't used to some things, like, right? There's just some things like that you ain't used to. I remember one of the doctors at the hospital, like, oh, we going hunting. I'm thinking they going deer hunting. I'm like, oh, where you going hunting at? They like, in Canada. I'm like, damn, what you going to Canada for? They going to hunt bears. Like, oh, hell no, y'all weird, bro. Who the hell go hunt a bear? Who the hell go bear hunting? I mean, you go squirrel hunting. They don't really duck hunting. Who the hell want to hunt a bear? Like, if you don't shoot the bear in the right spot, then it's thrilling. No, if I want a thrill, I'm going to get on a roller coaster. I ain't going to hunt no damn bear. Did I just see my boy? Prez, what up, though? Prez in the building, the money man himself. Shout out to Prez. Prez got a hater on the internet, y'all. Hopefully, I told the hater that we be live almost every night, 12 p.m., 12:30 p.m. Central Time. So I forgot the hater name, but yeah. Hating on our boy Prez, blatant lies. This is what happens when people jump out a window with no cape, no parachute. Dude jumped out the window with some gasoline draws. Yeah, shout out to Prez. That's how you know you great, bro. That's how you know you great, because they hate. But yeah, that I don't know how we start talking about Lutheran churches, but yeah. Hey, have y'all ever seen nuns in real life? Like not on TV, like a real life nun. Have anybody ever been around like nun? Why the hell do they be floating? You can't like, man. When I worked at a Catholic hospital, right? It's St. John. I know you know what St. John is. 755. So worked at St. John, right? and I didn't know it was a Catholic hospital. You know, I'm just working there, and it was like my third day there. My mom worked here for years. Mom never came home and told me about no damn nuns, right? I guess because she worked midnights and the nuns was there in the morning. Anyway, so I turn a corner, about to get I turn a corner, taking the patient back to their room. I was patient transporting. I see these two old white ladies, and I swear they ain't had no feet. It looked like they were just floating down the hall. I almost ran the damn patient into the wall trying to get out of there. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, these people floating like that. Only time I seen nuns were on them damn scary movies when they was possessed and they was floating. And these two old white ladies was floating down the hall. I'm looking like, first of all, they got to be floating because they too old to walk that fast. So they have to be floating. Something going on. There's some paranormal activity in here, and everybody just walking around like the shit normal. Like, this is why you don't. This is why you just don't do it. Yes, for the 8 shots. Yeah, I worked there for 15 years. That was like home. That place grew me up. That's what got me out the street. 755. Good old St. John. Good old St. John. Yeah, I'm telling you, Commander, I swear these ladies was floating down the goddamn hall. I'm looking like, where the hell the Ghostbusters when you need them? Like, this shit ain't normal. Like, we need Egan or something. Like, get these. I was so happy when somebody else bought the hospital and they left. Because that shit was weird, man. That shit was freaky, man. And now nuns, I'm telling you, man, now you see why I don't deal with Christianity. You used to want to be a nun when you was a kid. Petty Vision night. You know what? I started to do this on Petty Vision. I really did, but I need the watch hours over here. So I didn't expect the rant. I thought somebody was going to hit the link by now and save me, but that's all right. We're going to rock out. I'm not going to get too petty because we got some good hours off that last show. Even though we was tripping out, we got 80 plus hours off that show as we recorded it. But I think when I look tomorrow, I think it's going to go up because I got more likes on it. So people watched it on the replay, and the retention time is like in 30 minutes. So that was a good show. Like the most, usually I get like 6-7 minutes, but I got 30 minutes in the time retention, people watching it. So that was a good show. I appreciate everybody who came on that panel and rocked out. You know, we was tripping, but we had a lot of fun. Gary won't let me play. Then I found out about me. Oh man. So if I say I wanted to be a nun, then I found out about men. Oh man. So this probably, I'm gonna try not to let it go where it went last time, but yeah. But it was a lot of stuff, man. That hospital life is wild, bro. I'm telling you, working in the hospital. And then it was like that was like the second culture shock I had in my life, because the first one was coming from like a small town and moving to a big city. That, I'm telling you, I've never seen so much cement. Like when I was a kid, I'm looking around. I'm used to like dirt and trees and shit. We got roads and sidewalks, but not like that. Right? You see all this cement and you like, wow, all these tall buildings, and you like, that's a lot of cement. I thought technically, brick, cement, same thing, but you know, it just blew my mind. And then just all these people, like, you don't know nobody, right? So it's like it's like a culture shock. And then working in a hospital is a culture shock because it's people from all over the world in there working, and you know, sick people. So it's just a culture shock. Like, just the way everything is handled. Like, I didn't really experience like the form of racism, and it was like accepted. It was like borderline shit, but it's like, come on now. I can't do nothing like that. I can't say nothing like that against nobody, and it won't be offensive. But I'm supposed to just eat shit like that up. So I mean, and then just to, you be thinking like, oh, these people doctors, man, they fucked up just like you. They some real. They be cheating on their wives and shit like that. They be buying hookers and shit like. Look, man, I know some doctors who was buying, like, they was buying the Mentexo. What up, no? My bro Mentexo in the building. What up? I appreciate you, Mentexo. You would be amazed on the shit these doctors, lawyers. You'd be amazed what all these professional people do. They just as fucked up as y'all. They just, well, I ain't gonna say y'all. They just as fucked up as us, right? Same issues. Just because you're a doctor don't mean your wife ain't gonna cheat on you. Just because your husband a doctor don't mean he ain't banging the nurses. Just because that don't mean they ain't got drinking and gambling problems. Just because they doctors or anesthesia don't mean they ain't got drug problems, because they do. They do. But to me, it's like it's more dangerous. I remember they had a nurse. She was giving the patient saline and taking a pain medication. She'd keep the pain medication and get them saline, right? And she was leaving work one day, shot up, I don't know what she shot up, but she shot up a drug and ran into her car ran into the hospital. And they found her with a damn needle in her arm. Nurse, been doing it for 12 years. I don't know how long she's been taking drugs, but she was a nurse for 12 years. You had this one, he was a nurse. He was, and I was actually around this dude, right? He taught martial arts to kids, and we had the way I met him was we had like they was picking people from different departments, and they was implementing this new, it was called Guidance Star. They was implementing this new system, and they picked a couple people from the department to train the people to get them up to speed what it is. Anyway, so that's how I met him. He was in my training group. Found out he did martial arts. I'm like, cool. I went and sparred with him once. He was like, hey man, I actually teach the youth. Would you mind, coming through one time? So I came through a couple times, right? I knew this man for like 2 months. I didn't even really know him, but for 2 months, I knew him. And one day I went down because I had called him. He ain't answered his phone. So I went down that Monday. I called him on a Saturday. He ain't answered the phone. I went down to his floor Monday because we both worked afternoon. And they was like, oh, nah, bro. And they gave me a newspaper, showed me an article. Man, this dude was a pedo. He was touching the kids. He was teaching martial arts to. Dude was a straight pedo, bro. And I'm being naive. Like, once you see it, then you like, okay, yeah, that was weird. That was weird. That was weird. Then you start looking at, but when sometimes these titles, right? Even a person's occupation, you hold it at high regard. Like, these people should have morals and values, but they don't. They regular ass people who got an occupation, who got a degree, who got a license, but they still people. So they subject to do fuck shit too. So it's no purpose. You can't put no one on a pedestal. A person's actions will determine what pedestal they're on. And a lot of times you don't know what people doing when they ain't around you. So just from my life experience, this is what, when I see men get like aggressive with women, that's not normal. especially women you don't even know. That shows they have some issues with women. You get men that come on here threatening women lives, and I'm not saying women don't do messed up things, and a lot of them, put themselves around these men. A lot of them, provoke. I can agree to that. But what I'm telling you is this: when men get uber aggressive with women, it tells a story. That tells a story. If a man feels threatened from a woman, something going on there. Now he got money. At the end of the day, doctors just want that paycheck. Hey, man, I'm telling you, it ain't just the doctors, man. I told you I had a cousin who paid his lawyer in rocks. Literally paid his lawyer in crack. That shit wild. About bullshit you not. I put that on the ancestors. I put that on the nine. He paid his lawyer with rocks. And this wasn't no, it was a fat dude. You couldn't even tell this dude was on. I'm looking like, man, that dude, he was like, hey, dude, you be getting high. I'm looking like, him, he fat. I didn't know crackheads can be fat, but they can. I didn't know that. I ain't trying to be funny. I just didn't know that. Like when you think of crackhead, you think of skinny. Like they don't eat. Nah, some crackheads be eating. I'm telling you, some crackheads eat good. Like lawyer crackheads. They don't gotta be skinny. They ain't gotta have rotten teeth and all that. Uh-oh. It's peanut butter petty time. I ain't gonna be on too long tonight. I got some rest yesterday and it felt good. And I got a big day tomorrow. Well, I ain't got a big day. My wife just gave me some chores to do. So and then we're going live tomorrow at 2. So between 1 and 2. Between 1 and 2. So look out for that. I'm gonna put the post up. But yeah, um, yeah, I just wanted to get that petty service announcement. You know what? I'm gonna make a thumbnail just for that, Commander. The petty service announcement. I like that. They do me. Hey, I thought you was coming up here rocking out with me for a while. Commander, I gotta get you. I know you don't do IG or Discord, but I gotta get some way where I can send you the link. When it's not like an open panel, I still want the nine to have the link just in case y'all want to come up. Y'all all there's always an open panel for the nine. Always an open panel for the nine. So I gotta find a way to get you that link. We do get a Discord, but I know you say you don't use Discord. And I'm gonna start to all my nines. I'm gonna start posting a link in a Discord for the shows. I mean, I'm gonna still put in the chat, but as we grow that, we back on schedule. I took some time off to get myself straight, and then my wife, her back was messed up for almost 2 weeks now, but she moving around. I had to get myself straight, but we back in business. So I'm about to do upload. I'm probably gonna try to stay on here for like an hour. Well, I gotta get the hours, so I'm gonna rock out. Uh-oh. Ask and she shall come. Tay eats y'all. Tay eats y'all.
Hey y'all, what's good?
Nah, I didn't know what to be petty about, but
I ain't
you
come
know,
up because I was kind of tired,
yeah, I
but I
had to
was
get.
listening.
I was just rambling tonight. It was like my rant day.
I come up here to debate. What we gonna debate about?
Oh, I got something good because you hit me over my head with this. So now I want to know your opinion, right? So how do you feel about this black wife effect?
Man, I don't even know because it's just weird. Like why people be saying that. They be saying like when a black woman gets with someone that's not from her culture or whatever or her race, like she just has this effect on me. I feel like it don't matter who it is. A woman, if she the right woman, she gonna have, a good effect on the man anyway. That's how I feel
Mm.
about it.
So you don't
Yeah.
feel like they're giving all their money away?
Who giving all their money away?
The black women. Because now think about this. Black women are more educated than black men, and they usually hold higher positions than black men. So if they die, don't their money go to the white family?
I mean, typically, see, this is how I look at it, right? Because it's the woman typically gets the money. Just depending on who, I guess, passed first or whatever. But if like she passed, then yeah, it goes into the this look, and this is why for me, I'm just saying this is why for me, I don't like doing interracial dating. Is because where does the money go? It does, and typically it doesn't go back into the black household. It transfers into other cultures. And that's why I'm just I'm not against it, but that's just something that I just, don't do or whatever. I don't like that part of
That's
it.
your preference. And ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Everybody got a preference. And that, you know what, like with these conversations, that's what be so funny. Like people will express they thoughts and opinions, and then people will feel some type of way. Like, hold on, bro, you ain't gotta live by that shit. Like that's their thoughts, their opinions, right? So, like I didn't had conversations and good dialogue, and people have told me that people have, told me what, and I never took offense to it. Right? I never did because it's like that's just their opinion. That's how they view things, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. That's how they feel. But when it's not like in today's society, everybody want everything to be the damn same. Like, no, it's not. If a person has a preference, they have a preference. Like if a person like me, when I dated, my skinny sisters, you know, y'all beautiful, but that just wasn't me. I like meat. I like to see stuff jiggle. I want a thick woman. So that's what I always, and I dated skinny women. I wasn't, it wasn't for me. That's not what kept me locked in. Personality, well, you can't stereotype personalities, but just with me, that's what I prefer. I prefer thick women. I like meat. And people be like, oh, that's just what I like. I'm not saying that's the standard or that's how. No, that's just me.
Hmm.
Like people try to shame you for what you like and what you. No, some people like red, some people like blue.
Yeah.
Commander, like what's happening right now?
Yeah, it's just what I like. But
Else?
I think, if you compare, and I haven't looked at the statistics on it, but what they say is black men marry more interracial than black women. Black women do it, but it's a greater percentage of black men that do it than black women. So,
That'd be interesting to look at that statistic. I would be interested because um I think it'd just be interesting to see because I never really looked at that. I heard it, but I just never looked at it because that's the funny thing about statistics too, because people will grab a statistic and say it might be confined to a state, right? Like in Michigan, there might be a higher percentage of black men marrying outside their race, and they use that statistic. But then you go somewhere like Florida, and it's higher for women. So you'll have to use, I mean, to say the United States, you'll have to use a poll from every state, and then that's only predicated upon the people who actually took, the survey. Unless somebody just go on like a court website and just pull all that data off, I mean, that's what you're getting.
I hear Dr. Umar say it all the time, though.
Oh yeah, Umar. Nah, Umar is narrative based. Like a lot of stuff he said has been debunked. A lot of stuff he said, and his statistics, he usually go into, like, if you go in the hood, right? If you go in the hood and take statistics from an inner city, you might see that, but then you go to the suburbs, you get different numbers. And they showed that when he was talking about like black kids not graduating. Yeah, if you go to the inner city, it's not only going to be black kids, it's people in general. But go out to the suburbs and do those same statistics, do that same analysis and see what happens. And then we can equate that to environment. Umar, that's one person I would love to have a conversation with. He'd get mad at me. Umar would be mad at me.
I would love to sit and listen to that.
Because his whole he uses like I said, most of his stuff is narrative based, and then he used a lot of inductive reasoning in his and that's just like a lot of it should be hypothetical. Like, no, let's just talk about what it is.
Let's just talk about straight facts. No
Let's talk about straight
hypothetical.
facts. No, we ain't got to deal with the hypothetical, especially when we're talking about, because he referenced Frederick Douglass, and when he talk about black unity, but Frederick Douglass married a white woman too. But then, well, that was later on in life. It doesn't matter. It happened. So a black man can marry a black woman, and if she passed away, we can marry a white woman, and we still pro-black. As long as we was married to a black woman first. Is that what you're saying? Because that's what happened. Those are just facts. So when Frederick Douglass married that white woman, was he supposed to be denounced? Well, no, because that was later on in life, and this and what she okay. So now, even from that standpoint, now you're saying what the white woman did for the black movement. There's a lot of white people that did things for the black movement. So are they still the devils and stuff like that? It's like a lot of the stuff he say. I mean, his reasoning is
How do
inductive.
you feel about the black wife effect?
I don't feel no type of way about it. I just wanted to see if black females go have the same smoke for other black females that they have for black men. Like the same smoke.
I don't have any smoke against any black men to decide to marry interracial, But like I say, it's just a transfer of money situation. You
Do
know,
you
where
do
does the
you
money go?
do you know what smoke I have for interracial marriage? And mind you, I am in an interracial marriage. But this is the smoke I have. Just because you marry somebody outside your race, you should not be dogging your race. When I see people do that, that shit is fucking sickening.
It's
Like
weird.
that shit is like, and then you like those people. I don't know, man. I had a buddy, you know, he was married to a white woman. My wife Middle Eastern. We go on when I was working at the hospital, we go on a bus trip. We're going to the Tiger game, and we do this every year. This was like his second year. I didn't really know him, right? But this was his second year. So this year he sat in the back with us. First year he sat up in the front. So we sitting back there and we drinking on the bus. We getting lit before we get to the game. And only thing I heard him say, yeah, man, I can't stand a nappy headed, HOE. And that kind of make motherfuckers sober up, right? Because you're on a bus full of non-black people, and you hear somebody say that shit, like, who the fuck said that shit, right? Because when you hear nappy, that means black to me. So
Right.
I'm like, and I'm looking. He was like, yeah, man, that's why I had to marry me a white girl. And I'm like, hold on, bro, ain't your mama black? Yeah, man, but my mom ain't like. I mean, okay, but you still calling black women nappy? I said, bro, you talking about your sisters, your auntie? Nah, but these black women nowadays, look, man. So you saying every black woman? So you telling me there's other like no other races
Like
have
like your sister like that too?
right? But so you saying no other race have people that have poor representation of their race? Is that what you telling me? Well, no, everyone does. So why are we talking about black women right now? Well, you married a Middle Eastern woman, yeah, because I fell in love with her. But that don't mean I hate black women. Like my mama black, my sister black. Like nah, bro. Like yeah, me and old boy was like, yeah, there's no purpose of having a conversation with you. You go get fucked. You go fuck around, and get slapped.
So he ain't even understand what you was talking about.
He understood. He was a sellout because I got a Filipino friend. He was like, man, he be talking like that all the time, and I was like, I can tell. And I guess he felt comfortable saying that shit in front of me because my wife wasn't black. Like, nah, bro, I'm gonna check your ass.
Mm. Yeah, that would be weird to me, the fact that people be hating their own race. I don't know, that's just weird. And your mama black.
Mm-hmm.
So I could never understand that. And then I don't know. And then trying to like change, and I hate to say it, but like I don't know. I guess influence. I guess listen, if you gonna be in a interracial relationship, in some way y'all gonna be influenced by each other. So
Definitely.
yeah, I just be seeing, in the interracial couples, like you could tell who influenced who.
Yeah, you can like
I
you
just
listen
say
to my
that
wife.
sometimes, huh?
You listen to my wife. I'd be like, man, you sound like you got some black in you. She'd be like, well, I had two of your kids in me. Man, we talk so much shit. She's like, I did have some black. No, I can't say that part, but yes, I have. Yes, I have a couple times, Commander. I got my heart broke one time. Um, yeah, the young lady passed away. But yeah, that
So
was
yeah,
hard. That was rough, you know. But yeah, I was definitely in love with black women.
yeah. What she talking about?
Oh, she asked, was I ever in love with a black woman?
Oh,
My first wife was black. It didn't work out, and even that, there's some stuff that happened, but I don't even bash her, you know. I can't like the shit she did to me. People will say it's justified if I say, but I don't. What happened happened. I learned from it. I grew from it and moved forward. But I wouldn't. I don't even. My wife was like, if I ever see her, I'm like, man, you ain't even know me when this shit happened. Like, calm down. Oh man.
man, I could tell you some stories about some shit that black men have done to me. And it might not be
Man,
as worse as yours, but I have some stories. A lot. Man, some of my relationships with black men have not been good. But I ain't gonna hold you. I don't bash them.
right.
Well, I try not to. But I've always said, like, my preference is a black man. That's it. Even though I've been through some shit with them, for some reason, I can't be with nobody else.
I will say this: I've never loved. anyone like I love my wife. I've never loved anyone like that. Um, but I fell in love before. I probably say twice. Like real love, like outside, of family. I would say twice. Once to the young lady who was deceased. I didn't even. We was young. I was young, and it was just. I don't know. Everything just felt right. Everything was just never argued, and I got that same thing with my wife. Now, did she yell and scream at times? Yeah, but we never like had a fight. Like I hate you. I wish I never. We ain't never did nothing like that. as we were talking, my queen, my wife, has just texted me and told me to bring her some ice cream. So I will be right back. You hold it down for me for a second.
Damn. All right. For sure, for sure. I don't know that black wife effect, and I'm explaining to y'all for those that don't know. It be on TikTok or whatever. If you go in the search bar and you put black wife effect, you'll see what we're talking about. But I'll just explain it because I don't think Commander. I think you were asking like what were we talking about, and that was that. Like I guess people are trying to say like they show black women married to um someone that's not black, and they show like before and after pictures, and you'll see like how the person they married transformed, and in so many ways, like the guy becomes handsome, I guess you want to say, his looks change and things like that. And so they're saying like, when a black woman gets with um someone out of her race, she has this effect on them. And I just really think that's for anybody, any race. If she the right woman, um, she's gonna, make him grow, catapult him to the next level. That's what a real woman does. I was watching Lavelle Crawford that interview on Club Shay Shay, and he asked him about his wife, like how he met his wife, and like, do he feel like he could have had the same outcome with his wife? Yeah, if he would have had the same outcome with his wife, but doing it without her. And he said he probably could have, but you know, she actually helped him a lot when they got married. And he was just saying how like, you know, um, when he got with her, he just would spend his money. He wasn't, he was just basically doing whatever it is he wanted to do with his money. And then he gets with her and he say he got property, he got land, he got businesses, so and he with a black woman. So that's why I don't think it's just, oh, black women make only white men better or whatever race better. I think if you got you a good, solid woman, and this is for anybody in any race, I think the goal is when two people get together, you guys are supposed to complement one another in some way. You know, he makes you better, she makes, you better. And I mean, I feel like that's how it's supposed to be, you know? So I don't know why they call it the black wife effect. I really don't know why. I feel like I think that's an agenda. Honestly, that's an agenda to their little narrative of what they're trying to do. So I understand there's a dying race out there. So they gotta save it. So that's why you put things like interracial people on TV, or you have the black effect. You gotta save it. What up, big
Big
boy?
big boy, what up though? Hey, big boy, I got another channel, bro. I'm trying to get some brothers to come on there and talk about wrestling for me. Big boy got a wrestling channel. Well, he be talking about wrestling. I ain't check out all the content yet, but definitely, bro, I want to get you on that panel because I'm getting back into it. I don't know what the hell I be talking about. Oh yeah, she love ice cream, cookie dough. Man, I remember, man, when she was pregnant with my first son. I remember like within an hour, I didn't know to get two things: a cookie dough ice cream. I went and got her one, and this was before the pandemic, so Myers was like open 24/7. I remember it was like 10 o'clock. She was like, "I want some ice cream," and it wasn't. It was right up the street, so ran up there, got it, laid back down. I had to work in the morning. She woke me up in like an hour, like, "You didn't get two. I need more ice cream." She made me go back out and get ice cream. She was like, "I'm having your kid, and you don't want to give me ice cream." I'm looking like, "Oh my goodness."
Better go get that ice cream.
She's like, "Fine, then I'll go get it." At 1 o'clock in the morning, you have your pregnant wife going out get ice cream. I'm looking like, man, just go lay your ass down. I'll be back. You'll catch me as soon as I get in my sleep. Knowing I got to get up in a couple hours. I'm gonna tell her about it. What channel? Petty Vision. I'm gonna do it on Petty Vision. We're gonna talk about wrestling on Petty Vision. Yeah, appreciate you, sis. Appreciate you. But yeah,
It is a dying race. Look it up, Commander.
what's the dime race?
I'm not gonna say, but out of all the races, is there a dying race?
I
I'm gonna just
mean,
leave it at that. Is there a race that's dying?
to say. I mean, to say like the African.
Word don't want to get in
Oh,
trouble.
I know what you're talking about. Genetically,
Yeah,
genetically, um,
word don't want to get in
degrading.
trouble.
Mhm. Well, I can say it like this, um, and this is backed by science. So, um,
Yeah, it's scientifically proven.
yeah, this is backed by science. And if you look at, oh my goodness, how did I? This is like one of my favorite people. Um, Hold on, I don't know why I just had a brain fart like that. How did I? I can't.
They suggested, and it might not be true,
Yeah,
but they
George
suggested
Mendel.
in another 20 or 40 years, you know.
But I don't think that'll ever happen because they they it always been like that, and is what they've been doing is what's going to continue to be done. The, but if you look up Mendel, right, George Mendel, um, a famous genetics, he tell you that light is recessive, dark is dominant, and nothing. Recessive genes cannot produce a dominant gene, but a dominant gene can reproduce a recessive gene. And then in a state of being a recessive gene, you can only it can only procreate so many times before it's obsolete. So people with recessive genes, and you see these genes come out through light colors, like blonde hair and blue eyes. That's a recessive gene. That's not a dominant gene. So people who possess those recessive genes, if they continuously mate, they can only mate through 5 generations with those genes before they have to blend in with a dominant gene. But um, like, that's why in history you will see people going to conquer people's lands, and what did they do? They took their women. Why? To procreate, to get that dominant gene back into their gene pool. And every, just say 4 to 5 years, that cycle has to be done, and then they just bleed it out again.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the safest way to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Black supremacy.
That's
I
why
wouldn't
you
say
see. That's why you see. Go ahead.
I wouldn't say black supremacy. It's just dark is dominant and light is recessive. I wouldn't say supremacy. That's just
It's not nothing. That's facts. That's all it is.
no. That's just genetics. You see that in nature, in the plant life too. If you look in nature, right? Let's talk about food for a minute, right? What is the most nutritious food on the planet? They tell you fruits and vegetables, but when you look at which fruits and vegetables have the most nutrition, it's the darker plant, like eggplant, for instance, beets, um, kale, that deep green leafy. But then you go to stuff like cauliflower, has no nutritional aspect. Then you go through stuff. If you look at even you talking about um, how food right, like strawberries start off what? They start off white and then they turn red. When do you eat them? When they turn red. A lot of fruits do that. A lot of vegetables do that. They start off, but that's not when you eat it. You eat it when it becomes mature. So no, it's not. I mean,
And no
even just
offense,
no, it's that's. I mean, uh,
no
I don't
offense,
think
but they deem white as good. But if you really think about what's white, that shit ain't good for you.
you can't grow plant life. Well, you can't. Some plants do grow in sand, but the most nutritious plants grow in dirt. That's just nature. That's no um, and that right there too, because people use that as an argument. Um,
What is an argument?
like when they get on that black supremacy, like it's not supremacy; it's more of dominant. And we talking about genetics. It's just a dominant gene that just exists. Rocks are hard, water is not. Which one is better, the rock or the water? Well, depends what you need it for. Everything has a purpose. So, I mean, I wouldn't take, like, my purpose is not what um Anti's purpose is, or not what my purpose is. My purpose is what's for me. So everybody, it's some things that each group does better than the other. But if you're talking about genetically, I mean, that's just science. White is flavorless, darker leaves are better. Yeah, it's that's just science. That's just the way things are.
Which one better, white rice or black rice?
Brown rice.
Black rice is better than brown.
I've never really seen black rice. I've heard of it.
Wow,
I know.
that's
Yeah, I don't. I know what you talk. I don't think that's rice though. Not what I'm thinking of. That's more like a. It's a wheat though. What is it called? It looked like rice, but they call it something else. But it's black. But like the rices that I've seen is brown. They put it a lot. They put it in brown rice a lot, like in the melody.
Mm.
Black beans. I used to live off black beans when I first went vegan. I ain't know what to eat and how to eat. I just knew I could eat black bean burgers. I used to live off of that. Yeah, but I mean, but and then man, if you hear some of these supremacy conversations, man, it'd be wild. It'd be wild. You just gotta do better,
I don't even want to hear about it
man.
because I know it's probably some crazy stuff.
It's a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Like even the evolution theory is racist. That's why a lot of people say black people are like monkeys and stuff. Because like if you look at Darwin's evolution theory, white people evolved out of black people, but black people evolved out of monkeys. So that's what the whole monkey stigma and the savage stigma came from. And that's why Darwin felt white people were better than black people because white people was the next stage of evolution for the human species. So that put black people beneath white people. And people ran with that. So that whole evolution theory is racist, really. It's
Very.
race. It's not even racist. It's racism because that became a system. That literally, that theory became a fucking system, and people ran with it. Those be some dope conversations. I need somebody who I don't want to debate, but engage in dialogue with those conversations. I think it'd be interesting. Like when I was erasing the videos, I found that video where that one dude came up here and tried to tell me that slavery was equity for black people. Like what?
Equity.
Yeah, like what? Oh, bro, like
That would have been an interesting conversation for me to hear.
man, I send it to you because I can tell like when he was doing it, I knew what he was doing, but when I re-listen to it, I'm like, he just came up here. Like he was, oh, I'm in the militia. Like I heard, you probably um got a swastika on your back and everything, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Like what you saying don't even make logical sense.
Right.
Like you just trying to get under somebody's skin. And like if it was just me and him, I can have that conversation all day. But it was other people getting upset in the chat, so I'm like, let me get rid of them. Well, no, I think now once I seen he was just up there, not to even have a conversation, but just to try to fuck with me, then it's like, it's no point, man. I'm wasting time. I got a subject. Let me go on with the show.
I wonder where I was at.
I think that's when you took your break. I
I
think
think
that's
so.
around the time you took your break because I know I was monetized.
Oh, okay.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, I don't really think reparations will ever happen.
I don't think so either. Why? Who talking about reparations?
Commander said, "Did you see the recent reparation rally? Weren't they talking about doing it in like Texas and California like last year or some shit like that? I thought they was about to.
They
People was
was
like they
talking
about
about
to start.
Texas. They was talking about California.
Then they said they was about to start sending out checks or something like that.
It was supposed to be something like that.
Shit never happened. I know it wasn't gonna happen. I ain't gonna be no Debbie Downer, but it don't. It's too late. And then is you gotta prove, and then how would you even disperse it? Because people then
That's what I'm
um
saying because now they trying to mix people of color. See,
Yeah.
I don't like that either when they try to be
No.
like people of color. Because when you say people of color, now you're mixing people who were never a slave race.
Mm-hmm.
And now you trying to mix them in to our no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. These people have our them people have the people that are people of color and not like you know what I'm saying? The real true indigenous people. Them people got their culture, they got their language, they
Mm-hmm.
got all of that.
You
And
know
you
what?
trying to mix them in with us.
Tariq was there in the suit. And see, I had to do my research on Tariq because I'm starting to become interested. Like, where you come from? Because I'm starting to
Oh,
see there's a
Tariq
lot of,
Nasheed?
yeah,
What you mean where he come from?
like, where he from?
He from Cali.
Mm. Where his parents from?
Yeah, that I don't know.
Yeah, I want to know because there's a lot of people that came in and tethered on and be marching and screaming and yelling, and you find out these ain't even really your people, man. Like, hold on,
Well,
bro.
you know what? If he doing all that all this time, and he even call out people that's not
Who do that?
Tariq.
Oh, cause see, I stopped following him when I was in the conscious community because it was just a lot of fuck shit. It was just I'm
Yeah,
like,
Tariq call out people that are not indigenous. Like a lot of the times when a crime happens and they try to say it's a black person, Tariq be investigating it. And he be like, I want to hear them talk. I bet you he a African. He be
cause you
saying
know,
stuff like that.
cause you know, and this ain't no shot against nobody. I just want y'all to understand. Because I be wanting to ask this question, right? When you got all these other melanated people attaching themselves to our culture here in America as the indigenous people in America whose blood was spilt on this land, who was enslaved, when you attach yourself to us, I can understand you say, look, we melanated, we came from this island, we all one. So why aren't you teaching me our culture? Why aren't you bringing me into our culture then? Because at the end of the that's how they separate. They black until it don't benefit them, and then they Jamaican, then they West Indian, then they this, then they Haitian,
Mhm.
then they that. But if we all one, why can't I claim your culture? Why can't I claim to be Jamaican? Why can't I claim? Here go my boy. It keeps saying his device is not connected.
What they say he got to do for Android?
Hold on, they will connect the mic. Oh, hold on. Here we go. What up, bro?
Hear me?
What's
What's
good?
good? What's
You,
up?
you might have to go on mute today.
Alright.
You was good, bro. You was good. And I was saying, man, Tay gotta go on mute when you talk because of the echo. But no, you can come back up. You was good. We'll just go on mute. We let bro. We got a 5%er.
He ain't a 9%er, y'all. But we about to debate. Get your ass back up here.
Connected. So it just said he has to connect his mic and cam. But he was just up here. Why do that again?
He a whack
Yeah.
ass 5%.
Oh, this our boy King. We be over on Bigo with him. He a 5%er. A very intelligent brother. Very intelligent. I don't know.
Square,
It
get
said
out of here. Don't give him too much credit.
it's anti King about to join the panel. We're anti Lil King. And we just gotta get your mic and cam. You don't got a cam up, but it just say your mic and cam. You will need to connect their mic and cam before you can add them to the stream. So I don't know what you did the first time, but do that again. There you go. That's it.
Yeah, what's going on?
What up, bro?
What's up? What's up? What's up, word? You allowing haters to get on your live? To be
Don't
on
do that. Don't do that.
the and maybe I was on the wrong line. I noticed that was a hateration line. You feel?
I'm gonna let
I,
them two have the show. Y'all two got the panel.
No, don't do that, 5%er.
I don't want no smoke with you. I just want peace. That's all we want, peace.
Oh, now you want to come in peace.
I'm always in peace.
Mm. What brought you up here? On what we was talking about?
I didn't get a chance. Every time I came in, it it went. I went like it wouldn't connect me in. So I never got a chance to hear what y'all was talking about.
We was talking about Tariq Nasheed though. He was asking where his parents from and stuff because tell him where you said something like you don't believe he indigenous.
You don't believe who is indigenous?
Well, well, it's not the fact that I don't believe he indigenous. It's just from a lot of recent things. It's just better to check when people be all on that because like it's so many people who tether themselves to our culture now, and you don't know who they is. You get a BBL drizzy going on, you know.
Now you know that's weird because that's the same talking points. But he from down here though. He from Alabama though.
That's why I was telling Word. Them is his same talking points. He said the same thing
I'm
all
talking
the
them like
time.
exactly the same. It's almost verbatim though. But he from down here though. I know.
I
I know.
thought he was from Cali.
No, he from Alabama. He used to stay in Birmingham. If you watch here, I think it's here in Colors number 2. It's a spot where they sell dope at, and girls be hoeing and shit around there. And it's a big ass plantation house, and it's projects in the back, and then in the front it's some more projects. Like like almost surrounding the house, and he showed where that same spot in like the 1800s. That was the big house, and then where the slaves slept at is in the same spot where the projects and the drugged out apartments and stuff like that. That's still there because like the big White House, you can't. Man, you can eat off the ground out there, and you can't even drive through there. They got speed bumps through there, and it's right in the middle, like it's like right behind the projects. It's like right behind one set of projects, and then it's another set of apartments, which could be projects where they sell drugs and they be pimping hoes out there. All this right there in between that big house, and it's straight gutter on both sides. But when you go on that street, they got speed bumps, they got beautification awards, they got like the White House bars where like the White House gate, got all that around there. But I know a couple people that know him though. If you read his book, I got his book, Foundation of Black American Race Beta. He talk about him growing up in Alabama, his family, and they moved to Detroit. But yeah, well, mostly everybody, because everybody down here got family in Detroit, like Birmingham, Detroit and Chicago. They got family up there. But yeah, that's crazy. Why you talk? Why you say you had to check him out? Word.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
My bad. I
Hey,
thought I'm looking at the camera thinking I'm on, but it's just everybody now who I hear talk like that. I gotta check them out, bro, because you don't know who's who. These people, a lot of these people are agents, man,
hello?
and you listen to their message and it's just hate. I'm not saying that with him. I'm just saying like he got into it with a couple people that
Word.
you know. Yeah, you can't hear me.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to see if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I
Okay,
was
go
muted
ahead.
for a minute. I turned the camera on and you know, put a little tink tink.
Yeah, I can say like this new message, because it's like a new message for real though. But it's like when you first like when people first hearing the Nation of Islam, it sounds like hate because it's so direct and truthful, and it's really a lot of stuff that people like we deep down want to say, but then like damn, we want to argue and stuff like that. And he be talking about the people that come from over here, like, and to be honest, like they don't let certain niggas come over here, like, and they talk about us. They talk about us bad. They treat us bad. They
Mm-hmm.
got their word from us. But if you do the research, we the ones that actually got you over here. And we ain't talking about like, oh yeah, we campaigned. No, we had Booker T. Washington was like the first person to go to Congress and really stick up for the black uh diaspora. Like he was the one that was out there pushing for these people to come over there. He had tried to make a Tuskegee in what it is, Liberia. Yeah,
Yeah.
Liberia. Yeah, he tried to make a Tuskegee in top Liberia. Like and it was weird though when Tariq was talking about a lot of stuff that yeah, y'all people come over here, y'all love white folks, you want to have sex with them and marry them. And he kept every time he'd be saying something, he'd be like, "Nah, I bet she fucking would have," you know what I'm saying? If they got something negative to say about the ones that's from over here, us, they either, what I'm saying, when he go do their research through they either social media, they be fucking with white folks or they loving white folks and they hate us and stuff like that. Like he was finding it like every single time. Like that girl, she played in the which I don't like her ass either. Uh the girl she played
Stacey Dash.
not Stacey. Well, yeah, Stacey Dash, but she kind of retarded, so kind of give up. She kind of lost her mind because she was like,
Wow.
no, for real, she lost her mind though, because you can
Yeah,
tell she like,
Stacey. Yeah, she
yeah,
lost her damn mind.
she lost her mind. So we kind of people don't really be on her like that because you went to the finest fucking girl in the world to fucking Dean back. But
And see, that's what I'm saying.
that
Like,
Harriet Tubman movement, the girl who did the Harriet Tubman movement, and she from Africa.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
how
she talking
yeah
shit about
when
black people.
he talking about how like especially in Hollywood how they have a black role and instead of getting like an American black person, they go overseas and get somebody else.
Yeah, it's a big spite. It's a big fuck you in your face because it's like, nigga, we built this shit. Why the fuck you going to go get more motherfuckers? They still got we whatever culture we had. If the ones that did come from, if we did some of did come from whatever we had, we don't got that no more. We got this culture. So you basically now you no matter how black they is, you can't mix them in with us. They immigrants. They still immigrants. Like they ain't like these people immigrants. We from here. You been somewhere 400-500 years. Hey, you basically from there.
Yeah, we from it. And
Yeah,
see
and then
that
all those people come from over there anyway. So
and that's what I be trying to tell people too. Like it's not a beef. It's just like shit. Let us have our shit. You got your shit still. You want our shit and your shit. Like because when it benefits you, you black. But when something happened, then you Nigerian, you Kenyan, or you from wherever the hell you from. Like shit, stay there. Let us rep our shit. Because we can't say we Kenyan and indulge. Oh yeah, start wearing that. Oh, you ain't African. Like every
uh,
time you see a black person wear a dashiki, you ain't from Africa. We wearing that, and it be an African saying that. Like, hold on, bro. I thought we was brothers.
right,
Like,
right.
ain't you supposed to be teaching me the ways and shit?
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. You saying the same stuff that Tyreek. I'm talking you almost like saying like the same stuff that exact. I'm talking almost verbatim. But yeah, he said it too about this. It's you black when it's cool, what I'm saying, when it benefits you, when it profits some. And then like they always talk about black men. Man, listen, y'all be intermixing other motherfuckers in our statistics. So if you say
Mm-hmm.
black men don't raise, which is a lie, black men don't raise their child, they don't do that's a fucking lie. Uh, but Okay, for the ones that might not did it, but you add in the percentages, you add in more people that you add in the Africans, the Caribbeans, the you know what I'm saying, the South America, you add in all these other black people to us, they just get called African American.
Right.
So now our statistics go down. Oh, you said black people kill at an 85% rate. Well, you just mixed in some killers that just came in, some killers that just came in from off the boat, and they
Right.
you can count it to us.
Like it was a like after that Hurricane Katrina, it was a huge spike in Detroit with crime, and they was saying, black people, and it's like, nah, bro, these people came from down south. A lot of them Haitians, and if you look, that's who y'all arresting, bro.
Right.
It ain't the people who been here. It ain't us.
Well, see, it's a double-edged sword, so they're gonna benefit both sides. So if they do something, they can attribute that to us. If they do something
Hmm.
good, they can say, "Hey, but look at why y'all ain't come up. These niggas came straight over. This is the white folks now. These people come straight over here and be successful. Nigerian people are the most successful, most educated people that come over. They also the damn most likely to scam you. Also the most likely to come over here with they already they only let certain ones. They don't let the real niggas come over here. Like the real, I done talked to some, and they be like, "Yeah, it's hard to get the car." Like the real niggas gonna be over there. You ain't gonna never see them unless you just politic with somebody through social media. They're not gonna be able to come over here. And if majority of them be honest, they already be informed on not dealing with us. They be informed
Hmm.
on getting our money business wise, but not intermingling with us.
Yeah, because I worked with a couple Nigerians, and it's like they was cool at work, but outside of work, they wasn't dealing with you.
Right.
But
Then
I got a Kenyan homeboy though. He was cool as hell. But the Nigerians, nah, bro, they don't really deal too much.
well, when you got to do the history of Nigeria, uh Kingdom of Dahomey, and you see how evil because you got to, I mean, like, yeah, you can talk about how good they fought, blah, 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 the women warriors, but you got to think about all the other shit they did. How motherfuckers, why would somebody be terrified of some women or just the kingdom? And when people come, see, when them motherfuckers used to come, you motherfuckers had the whole, pack up the whole goddamn tribe. Let's go. Hey, that homie coming. Let's go. Because sometimes they would do stuff like have uh celebrations to some god, and when they would sacrifice, like these slaves ain't even getting sold. Like, damn, at least I could have got sold. Some of these motherfuckers was just getting sacrificed.
Mm.
Like, this the type of shit that they would do. So you will see why they would put these people on here like that. Now they eventually they start fighting because they realized the shit that they was doing eventually. But we just got to talk about your whole. We can't talk about just one part of it, and that's in present day Nigeria. So a lot of that stuff can still be passed down in traits because a lot of the ones that did get sent, if the ones that did get sent over here, they probably got sent over here from them. And and I could tell you this, and it's some facts behind it. The white folks praised their homie. Like they wrote in the song. They had this book called "Lies." My teacher, my high school teacher told me. I had this book. I had it in my room, but it had like roaches in it, so I threw it out. But it was on a campaign where the people were talking about praise day home, great. They was talking about the great day home. I was like, why the fuck would they be? And then I went doing the research. These niggas didn't capture more goddamn niggas than anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they would praise these motherfuckers, the same motherfuckers who over here in present day Nigeria. The white man praised him. He was praised they home. They was in love with him because they was bringing them, making them so much money, and didn't know that they was tearing down their own country.
Mm.
Yeah, I wish I probably had to check that book out, but it had some roaches in it, so I was like, hell no. Some roaches.
Roaches.
Oh yeah,
I thought you said roaches.
yeah, man. Cause like roaches hide in paper and stuff like that. So
Young
me
Riaz, what up, though?
with me having a lot of books, I be trying to keep them, try to keep all my information. But when you traveling from prison to prison, they be like the roaches be in there. I just killed like about 500 of them. It was up under my damn bed.
Hey, you said 500.
Yeah, shit, it was some eggs and everything. I got that shit up out of here. Boy, I was so happy.
But that's, bro, that's, I might have to get that. Because that is interesting.
Yeah, just
But
you pull up the history on day homie, you gonna be. It ain't all good. I can tell you that. The
In
white,
Nigeria?
yeah, they homie. This kingdom ain't don't exist no more though. But because they end up getting enslaved too.
mm,
A lot of them they praise them because they fought when they got over here, and but if you would have been killing people and kidnapping people all goddamn for your whole, that's all they damn did. When you watch the Woman King, she was in their home, and that movie is most likely the truth because eventually they was like, nah, we don't want to trade in slaves. They kind of figuring it out because slavery is just like something normal. If it's normal there, what I'm saying? They ain't figuring out like, damn, we making our own kingdom. We maybe they might try to come get us, but when you the man for so long, you're like, ain't no nigga gonna grab me. And then once you see them, they
hmm
start pushing on you instead of leaving. Like a lot of the other, they fought back, so they get a lot of praise for it. Even when they got to the Caribbeans or South Africa, they still gotten a lot of, they did a lot of fightings, mutiny on the ships and stuff like that. But hey, it's really you brought a majority of this shit on your own self, and then your
I
ancestors,
agree.
yeah, then your ancestors, let's say that they call us Akatas. I think that's like a wild dog, or basically no culture, no, what I'm saying, no morals and stuff like that. Same the girl who played Harriet Tubman. She said that the other African girl, she British. I think she British. She married the Queen of Slam motherfucker. She don't like
Raekwon,
black, huh?
let me ask you this then. Can women and men be friends?
You was waiting for that.
I just want to ask them.
Who you ask me?
You, can men and women be friends?
Mm-mm. No.
Why? Why not?
Well, they gonna be real friends. They might could
What's
be
what?
sociable or cordial, but they're real friends. Like you might call your real friend, like, hey, what you doing? Shit, I'm finna come over there. Or your real friend, you be like, I ain't calling this nigga for shit. I'm finna pull right up over here. Nigga, what the fuck you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm knocking on the door. Like, I don't give a fuck what you doing. That's how your real friends will act towards you. The real friends are the ones you be like, damn, I hope this motherfucker don't come over here today. And then as soon as you walk to the door, there they go. You can't, men and women, sometimes that eventually that line, for the most part, in general, that line will get crossed sooner or later. If it's two men, then we ain't finna. What line do we have to cross? If it's a man and a
So
woman,
I feel
it's a
like
man.
even if we real friends, ain't nobody finna just pop up over here anyway. I feel like ain't nobody finna do that. But I guess I could get what you're saying or whatever. But
But bullshit afterwards. Go ahead.
man, don't hold on. Hold the fuck up. Hold up.
This is
It's
what y'all don't get to see because usually it happens on Bigo.
Hold up, bruh, because first of all, like what you said, you can be friends with someone, and lines don't have to be crossed. But you personally feel like, oh, men can't hold themselves. So men, y'all just hoes then, huh?
Who
Y'all
said it
can't
was
control
men?
yourself.
Hey, did you anybody? Nobody on here heard me say just men. I said the line will be crossed eventually, at some point. If it was two men, I would never. If it's me and Word, we friends. What? We don't have no sexual line to cross. Men and women, we got a sexual line that can be crossed. Hey, we don't got to, I'm saying, if I'm talking to my homeboy, I don't got to make no damn sexual boundaries. I don't got to make no sexual boundaries. I don't even got to set no standards on anything sex because we don't deal in it. In general, most women and men eventually cross that line. You wouldn't have to cross that line if it was you was the same sex and y'all were both heterosexual. So if you
So
was
it's just better to be friends with someone that's the same sex as you.
if you're gonna be like it depends on what you cause I'm saying like real my real friends, they like other than sexual boundaries, they don't give you boundaries. They just call and they expect you to answer. And I do the same shit. Or I just intrude on whatever the fuck they got doing. That's how friends are. They were friends for. They did it to use you, you to use them, and not in a negative way. So
So
me
you
and
feel like me and you couldn't be friends, real friends.
I said we could be friendly. Eventually somebody gonna like somebody
Why
gonna
eventually somebody got to cross the line? Why eventually will it have to come to that?
cause you all attracted to me and you be trying to be aggressive.
No. Wait a minute. Wait.
Hold on, say that again,
Don't
King.
tell that
Tell,
lie.
tell her
Uh,
again, King. What be happening?
be my friend, she's sexually attracted toward me and being aggressive with me. How am I supposed to handle that?
First of all, why is you
Oh,
getting up here lying?
Why you be
man,
so aggressive with him?
yeah,
He's lying.
yeah,
He
Hey, I
trying to
have.
act like he trying to put me as a character, as
It,
if I'm a woman who's aggressive with him and try to get him to do certain things. Now you need to stop.
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
go anti King. Hey, I will have to say this just to be fair. I have witnessed a couple times you got aggressive with him. I don't know what was behind it, but um,
Wow. Wow. Not you.
no,
Everybody,
Okay, I see
I
where
didn't
this
say it was
going.
anything, no tension. I'm just saying when he said you be getting aggressive with him, you got aggressive with him a couple times. I do. I mean, hey, I'm going back
But
on
why
mute
did I
before I
get
get in
aggressive
trouble.
with him though? For what reason though?
hey, ain't no telling with you.
Okay. But first of all,
Oh,
by
my
you talking
face
about I'm
hurt.
aggressive and this and that, I just don't think so. That's not true. And just stop coming up here telling lies.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
you will probably cross the line. I feel like I could really be friends with you.
I doubt it. I don't think you could. I
Why
mean,
not? Because you're so attractive, I can't keep my hands off you.
correct.
Man, I knew he was gonna say it. See, I ain't even fit to talk to him because he got me up here looking crazy, bruh.
I can't help that's how you feel. That's how you feel. I can't help how you feel. You gotta learn and control your desires.
Wow.
When you be friends.
Man, word, get your boy. I'm going on mute. Get your boy because now he up here clowning.
I was
Yeah.
about to say I'm gonna let y'all have the flow. I'll be back.
Nah, she just went, hey, but yeah. What anti at? I ain't what you what I thought she was on
Wow,
here.
he literally left for real.
What anti?
She in the chat.
Oh, I can't see the chat. It said
Yeah, you
you're
can look at the bottom where it say chat with the
oh
little
okay.
bubble.
I'm still here. I'm just backstage right now.
Oh,
Word,
okay.
man, you being super fucking petty, and I'ma remember that shit. I see whose side you on. Cause he just
Eh,
gonna put us up here, and he on
I'm
the back end.
I ain't on nobody's side. I'm just being petty right now. Oh, he fell off. God damn it. That was funny.
He probably fell off by
Oh,
accident looking at
yeah,
the
he'll probably be
thing.
back. He'll probably be back. Oh yeah, but that's our boy King, man. Shout out to King, man. Appreciate you. He is a 5%er that man has a lot of knowledge, man. And I enjoy conversations with him. And he got his own perspective. I just wanted to add, I just think those lines get crossed because lack of discipline from either party, if it's man or woman. It just for me it just shows lack of discipline because I mean
And for the record, he has lack of discipline because I am so sexy and so fine that he know he can't control himself. Since he want to play little games like that, I can play games too. Want to sit up here and make me look like this and that, y'all. He could never be friends with me because he can't control himself. You know, he would be touching all over this body. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, so it's him. He can't stop himself from being a HOE. Now,
you got that you got that out? Do you
don't
feel
do me.
no, I'm just asking, do you feel better now that you said it?
Ain't no feel better.
Oh, okay. Don't try to
Don't do me. That's all I'm saying. I just why I'm echoing now. Dang.
but yeah.
King, you might have an extra screen on.
I got one
Oh
on.
yeah. Go into
Yeah,
your tabs and delete it.
Let me see.
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, I'm trying to delete these open tabs. Uh,
What's up,
What's
Riaz?
up, Red?
if you can't find it, all you gotta do is mute your mic when you're not talking. You should be good. Yeah, just when you ain't talking, just hit the mute button. You should be good. It's only gonna echo when we talking.
But now he needs to go into that. What's that double square at the bottom? And then them your tabs, it look like little squares or rectangles. And then the one you went into, you gotta delete. Either you on YouTube watching it or something, you gotta delete that one because that's what's giving the echo.
I deleted all of them. I deleted. I mean, I closed all
Hello?
Hello. I said I closed all the other tabs. I'm still echoing.
No, you
No,
not.
you know. Oh,
I'm gonna drop
I'm gonna
down and
drop
come
down
back
and
up.
come back up. Well, Tay, everybody saw your true colors tonight.
What true
What true
colors?
colors? That are irresistible to you.
Fuck out of
Fuck
here.
out of here. Hey, but where y'all? Hey, you think? Hey, where you think? You don't think Tariq Nasheed from over here though? Oh, did he just? You just feel like he might be an agent?
Oh no,
Oh
it's not
no,
the
it's not
fact
the
that
fact
I
that
just
I
didn't
just
know.
didn't know.
I
Oh,
just
yeah,
didn't
I just
know.
didn't know.
And it's like
It's
when
like
I'm
Echo.
hearing
when I'm
people
hearing
talk
people
that
talk
talk, I
that
just
talk, I
want to
just
know
want to know
it's
it's
authentic.
authentic. Oh yeah, I believe it's authentic. Now I think people get mad because he like business minded, which I don't think is a problem. Cause shit, uh, even Noble Drew Ali was like, uh, it take funds to build a nation. So shit, he doing a good job though. Cause to be honest, that Hidden Color series brought a lot of people out. Like Umar Johnson probably stole the show, but shit, nobody probably would have knew who you was, Umar, if you feel me. Like if you went on that, cause shit, Umar was the one that everybody ended up researching afterwards. But you know what I'm saying. But you got to Hidden Colors was the shit though.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
definitely rock
definitely
with
rock
Hidden
with Hidden
Colors.
Colors.
Mm-mm.
You got this new documentary about to come out called Microphone Check. It's
Drop
about
down,
drop that
King, and come
and
back
come
up.
back up. All right.
Hello?
Did I come? Did I do it? Damn.
Say something,
Say
King.
something, man. Huh?
Damn.
Damn. That's
It's
me.
still
It's still
echoing.
echoing.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. Just click out of it. I can click back.
yeah, I rock with Hidden Colors though. That was a good documentary. Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
so
didn't. Just seeing people talk that talk, and sometimes when they have extreme views, you just want to make sure it's authentic. Ain't nothing wrong with having the views he got. It's just where is it coming from? Is it real or is it fake? So, just me looking and seeing for myself. I mean, even if people tell me, it just giving me somewhere to look at. Something to look for. So, just understanding because that's how division occur. They usually send somebody to look like you.
true. Ain't nothing wrong with doing your studies and figuring out.
Yeah, it's just better to know. Um,
Definitely.
he back up. I'm just waiting for his device to connect.
Mm.
There you go.
Hey, is it still echoing now?
I
Let's
don't
see.
know.
Huh?
Nah, you good.
Nah, you good. You good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you good. So, end of the story is, you guys, so what it all boils down to is I'm just irresistible and he can't keep his hands off me. So that's why he truly believes, men and women can't be friends. But I really think as long as each other don't cross them boundaries and everybody can control themselves, they can be friends. It's possible.
I mean, anything possible. But the most likely part is, well, like the men and women thing is, one that dude might have to be gay and shit. They still be fucking around too. Uh, or the woman has to be like extremely unattractive, or the girl has to be
Wow.
unattractive. I'm saying, 'cause, like eventually, like most people, a lot of people who have sex with their friends, which you can ask almost any female, you can ask a overwhelming amount of the majority of the females that, have they had sex with guys they call friends, and they're gonna say yeah, because they're gonna think like, dang, well, how can I vibe with somebody so cool? You know what I'm saying? And maybe I need to try this out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll work. We already got a friendship part. All we got to do is, have the romance part, uh, you know, down pat, and then maybe it'll work. So most people always kind of think like that anyway, because it's like I got half the problem already fixed, and then they'll try with try with the romance part.
Yeah, but they didn't cross the line, you see, because they were just supposed to remain friends.
Okay,
But they
but
stepped
I
or
mean,
they stepped that boundary.
I'm saying the likelihood of an attractive male and attractive female being staying friends consistently, some of these other variables have to be included. One, a woman has to be extremely fat, or unattractive.
Wow.
Two, the man has, see, he's
That
saying wow.
word, that
It
sound
sound weird, it sound crazy, but
it's
this got to be
wild because you too.
the truth though.
I just don't
Two,
think that's true.
two, the man has to be
Oh, my
homosexual.
face.
Two, the man either has to be homosexual, bisexual, or just extremely feminine. Uh,
Hey,
you
Nicole,
know,
what up,
you
though, son?
add, and then you add in other variables like STDs or hair hygiene. These are some of the stuff they're gonna keep men and women from locking in like crap. But for the most majority part,
Holy shit.
attractive man, attractive woman, they're gonna cross the line sooner or later.
Oh man, what up, E? Appreciate you, son. I would say that I
That's
have
not
two very
true.
attractive best friends that's female, and I've never crossed the line with them. They like my sisters, man. I think, like you said, is individual based. I think if a person has self control, um, and boundaries are set. Like my best friend, like she married too, but it ain't like we when we go out or hang out, it's always as a couple. Do we talk on the phone? Not as much as we used to when we was younger, but that's still my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my ride or die. Like
But
I'm always be there for her. She will always be there for me. And it wasn't it when we were young. Like I know her since the sixth grade. So like when we was young, um, we never did nothing. But the older we got, it was just like that's my sister. That's just how I always looked at her.
so do you have
And she
anybody
not
like
fat or anything, is she worth?
you said?
No,
Right.
she ain't.
And I said, and I also said, this is, I said, oh, I'm speaking for the overwhelming majority. Um, there's always exceptions to the rules or anomalies and stuff like that. But at the same time, if if me and Word friends and I was to come over his house like, hey nigga, let's go. You feel me? I'm his real friend. His wife probably said, "Oh, where you going, baby?" She probably just say, well, ask him where he's going, but she wouldn't think shit of it. Now, the same female friend, she just pull up, "Hey, nigga, come on, let's go." If we really, really friends, why? If we really, really friends, why we got to have chaperone with us? Meaning like our husband or our wives and stuff like that. Why they got to be in there? Because everybody knows it's a certain line they can't be crossed. And especially when you married, like how you gonna be married with a male friend? Like we could be sociable friends, but not like my true friend. Like my true friend, like he ain't gonna my true friend ain't gonna pop up at my house. He's not gonna call because you know how friends are. They just think they own you. They kind of like kids. They think they own you and shit like that.
This
And you know
how I
every-
feel about it.
But think about this too, though. Say if you got two friends, right? Do you interact with those two friends the same way? Like just if they can both be males. Like I got the all the friends I have, I interact with them differently. Some friends I hang out with, some friends If I need something, I know I can depend on them. Some friends, we build shit together, but I interact with them all differently.
So
And that'll
they
be the same, and that'll be the same thing, the same concept. It's like, it's boundaries. Even with those friends, it's some friends I won't call if there's some drama going down. Because it depends what the drama is. Like if my life is in danger, there's certain people I will call, and there's certain people I won't. If it's just an incident where I might need somebody just to make sure, shit don't go crazy, I'm not gonna call my friends who I know will, they hit us. Like I'll call them if my life is in danger. But if it's just something, where we need to intellectually have conversations, or I won't call them because they're gonna be on go.
right. So,
So,
so the question should be like, how deep of a friendship can you have with the opposite sex? Cause you're not gonna be my like if you're my best friend, like nigga, you don't got no fucking boundaries.
well, I got boundaries, but
What
my
you
I
mean
like
mean,
you
when
we
ain't
you
got
got no
boundaries.
boundaries?
I'm
like
saying
when
like,
you
but we got. I'm pretty much gonna. If my best friend, like I got a best friend, but he in the same situation. Like, man, nigga, I don't want to hear what you got to say, nigga. I'm over here, like, or nigga, I don't care, like, you know what I'm saying, like, we know each other, so we understand, like,
You
what
know
we
each
can.
other, but you know what boundaries not to cross, though.
Okay, but I'm saying so the question should be asked: how deep of a friendship can you have? Because I mean, you certain people, what y'all calling as friends, I only call it as associates. Like my truest friends gonna be able to call me for anything, and yeah, they're gonna get on my nerve, and they gonna say all type of shit. And if you was to hear me and my friends talk, you'd be like, dang, I didn't know you talk like that. I just talk like that with them, and we really don't talk like that in front of other people. But other people I'm associated with from the relationships that you saying, like those kind of like to me just associate. Like we cool, we alright, I fuck with you. But man, you feel me? Like my friends I'm gonna call like, hey, we might have to go do something and we ain't promised and ain't nothing promised when we go do this. You get what I'm saying?
I feel
So
like when you got a family and when you got a family, it's like it's not like how when you was kids and y'all had all the time in the world to, you know, grow this relationship. It's different now. It's like you got responsibilities, you got shit to do. So we can't always just hang around each other or, do like that. And now either it's I got a wife or I got a husband. And it's like majority of the time they probably are gonna tag along. But
Bronze, what up, fam?
it's not to be a supervisor. It's just because this is my partner and this is who I'm with at the moment. And I
if
haven't
your
seen you in years, or I want to spend some time with my friend. So let's go out and have lunch.
But if it was
And
your female friend, your husband definitely wouldn't be trying to go hang with y'all.
if it was a female friend,
If you were married and just say your long lost friend, which is a male, he comes into town, and you're gonna say, and I want to know because you're not gonna tell your husband, oh, such and such just came out. I ain't seen him in so long, and we just gonna go out to eat and go out to the movies. And your husband ain't gonna let you do that. He said, well, maybe we want to go. We want to go. All of us, we should go out of town and go on. Go. Go out on the town
why
or
not?
go.
I feel like some husbands might, some husbands
I was
No,
about
will, and
to.
some
I
won't.
was.
he gonna be
I was
feminine. He gonna be a feminine beta male, and he ain't no man.
Man, get
Ain't,
out of here, King. Shut up.
I told you.
Blue Lotus in the building. What up, son?
Shut
I
up.
would say that I would say this too, from experience. Is a lot of times, like especially like being married, like even my wife's female friends is like, I'm familiar with them. We all cool. So my wife be dragging me along sometimes, um, and it's for various reasons. One, we're at the time where we was at, but um, a lot of times, like when I tell them to go do girls' night, but that is multiple things can exist in the same space. So I totally understand what he's saying because a lot of times I don't hang out with them. Sometimes I do, depending on who the person is and where they came from and where we going. If we go down into the city, I'll always go with them. But if we out where we at in the burbs, then they go do their thing. So I guess you can say situational or um, a
Right.
little bit,
That
you know.
no, that's how I feel. I feel like it's situational because there's been times where past relationships I've been with people, and I've invited the person that I'm with to, come with me to see my girl. Sometimes I go by myself, sometimes I don't,
I
but
say
I've done
that
that before
maybe
where the person
this.
what?
I'm what I'm speaking on is this. If the opposite sex were to come, opposite sex friend, it was to come from out of town, and you was telling your spouse, like, "Hey, uh, George just came from out of town." What would you think your husband would say? Hey, you can go out there by yourself. You and him can go have some drinks or have some food. Hell no, he's not gonna let you do that. Nobody. No, but if it was a female, most of the time the dude is not even gonna even try to even move. He ain't gonna even. Oh, for real?
Ain't
Yeah, y'all
nobody
go ahead.
everybody ain't selfish like you, King,
I'm
okay?
And
I'm saying I no everybody ain't. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not
Everybody's
friend.
not territorial like you.
No, well, you need
and
territory. Everybody got territory. That's why they got that big old wall down there trying to keep the Mexicans out.
Wow. He be doing
oh
too
man,
much. He really do. He do way too
oh
much.
man. Hey, I miss these though. These conversations, man. King, you got to come over more, man. But
I
we're gonna
tried to.
have a.
I couldn't work it at first.
But we got you set up, bro. So we go. I'm gonna probably have. We'll probably go set up a show where we can really like rock out. The same link as a StreamYard, but I'm planning on going on Rumble. I think me and you'll have fun over there because we can say whatever the hell we want. YouTube is kind of restricted. Uh
Oh,
oh.
yeah.
What up, Nine?
What's
What's
up?
up?
What's up? Hey, hey, King. Hey, Say. No, I just came up here real quick to
Hey,
agree with what King was saying
Right.
because
fuck
we
out of
we
here.
not talking we're not talking about a thing. What
She
you say?
always
Say?
agree with King.
No,
Right.
I'm
You are
agreeing
you
with
knew
what
you
he's
got you already knew
saying.
what was in my mind, right? Word.
Oh Lord.
But I agree with him too on that aspect. I mean, I understand what he's saying too.
But
But
my
my bad. Go
bad.
ahead,
Go
Anti.
ahead. Yeah.
All right, it's clear. I agree with him because I feel like a single woman, of course, she could be friends with whoever the hell she want to be friends with. At day, if she's dating a guy, she can still talk to who she want. But once you're married, like in a situation like where y'all married, y'all together for years, I don't think any man now it may be one out of 100 that'll be okay with it, but I don't think or no man that I know will be okay with his wife saying, "Hey, my heterosexual best friend Johnny coming into town, and I'm about to go to wherever and her husband just be like, "Oh yeah, sure, honey, you go ahead, have fun. I'll be here when you get back." Like
I
if
think if
he
he had
say
met
that,
Johnny before and he know Johnny and they've had conversations, I feel like there are instances where men will be like, okay, go ahead, baby. I'll see you later because it's really not about Johnny. It's about the trust in the person that you're with.
But
I mean, I'm just saying it's like 1%. I'm not saying nobody would ever say no, but it's like 1% of men who will really allow their wife to just go and be like, "Go do your thing."
see, this is my thing too. Um, because this is just for me being married. It's like me being married, like the things that I would do with my female best friend, I wouldn't do with my male best friends, right? So I guess I never really took what y'all saying into consideration because like it don't really exist. It's like I don't see like if we like my best friend, she call and say I want to go see a movie, and it's like okay, we'll do a couples night out. So we'll do that. Like when you married, a lot of the things you do as a couple,
So
especially
you'll
when it's
make it
with
a couple
another
thing.
couple. Yeah, I think it's more the mentality. Like once you marry too,
So I got a
because
question. Honest question. Would your wife, like, if your best friend call and say, "Hey, can we go out to the club or wherever y'all go? I don't know where exactly, but if she said, "Hey, let's go out to the club, let's go have dinner, movie, and let's go out to the club or whatever," like your wife will just be like, "Sure, go."
honestly,
Like honestly, like not saying she don't trust you or whatever. I'm just saying she'll be like, "Yeah, sure, sweetie. See you when you get back."
like for me, I wouldn't even consider it. I'm just
You
being
wouldn't if you
honest.
were put in a
I
situation.
wouldn't. Yeah, it's like because that's the thing too. Like this is my best friend since the sixth grade. We never did nothing, but I don't see. It's like because of I guess the dynamics of men and women. It's almost like disrespectful towards my wife, no matter who it is, unless it's family. You know, and I do consider her family, but it's still like you take your wife into consideration. Like again, the boundaries. That's like this. Is I
Right.
got friends that are single, right? If they want to go out, I don't usually go out with them. If they're going out to a club or a bar or something like that, because I know what type of time they will be on, and those are males. So it's like
Hmm.
I'm not, but if it was like my married friends, oh yeah, we can go out and hang because I know what type of time they on. Like when we was talking about like structure and discipline, is you don't put yourself in situations where things can happen. So if I know I got a single
Hmm.
friend and he just always got women around him, it's not the fact that I'm a cheat. It's just I don't put myself in situations. You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
So when me
So
and Tay flew out there, me, you, your wife, we would all go out
that yeah, it'll be
because
all of us.
we were. Yeah. Well, see, that's understandable. I feel
But
that.
what if
But
I
I
came with
know
that
if I
word?
was dating somebody, I couldn't allow. I was like, hell no.
Okay, so
Forget
worse.
trust
If
and
I come with that, would your wife had to come with us if I wanted to go out? I'm like, man, take me out.
I'm just, I can just speak
Hell
for
no.
me. I can speak for me. It's like it depends what time you will be on. Like if I know you single and you just want women and that's what we going for, then I'm not going.
What I'm saying is, if all right, well, let's ask you this question: since you the only married person up here, so now, hey, your white friend comes from grade school, heterosexual though, man, heterosexual. Now, dudes kind of quick to throw their girl off on the gay dude, and I ain't really trusting that shit either though. But heterosexual male, best friend, you know him, all that. If men and women can be friends, then can can your wife go out with her male friend without you tagging along?
I don't think because she got male friends, but we always go out as couples.
I,
Can she? I don't see the reason why she would need to.
that's not
I'm
answer.
just being
It's
honest.
yes or no. It's yes or no. Can she? Because if you are you gonna veto this decision of her going out with her male friend?
Probably.
All right then. Well, they can't be friends. You can't
But
be my friend. Because if I
but
come,
see but
you
see
if
that I
huh?
don't think I don't. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, how is that still not a friend? Because everything has boundaries. You have boundaries with your parents, right? You tell your parents what you do in the bedroom. So
It depends.
it's
Sometimes, like it depends on what kind of relationship on. Cause my daddy didn't have. I grew up like man, my dad didn't have no damn privacy. Yeah, I bust in the bathroom. He be in. I don't give. You know what I'm saying? Like some kind of different. But so that's why I was saying the real question should be is how close of a relationship can men and the women have. Yeah, we can be all cordial. That's a cordial relationship where
but then I
somebody.
don't think so because if you like me and Tay friends, right? If Tay going through something, she can call me. You know, my wife has spoken to Tay and Anti. Well, not like directly spoken, but they communicate while I'm on the phone. It's like I don't go in the bathroom and hide when they call. No, and we talk all the time, and it's never an issue. You know, now it like Anti said, if they flew up here like, hey, we want to hang out with Word, they go hang out with Word and my wife. That's an extension. When you become married, y'all be one. And I understand, like, but like I said, women and girls' night out, men's night out, you know, that's different. You know, versus a man and a woman being friends going out. Like me and my best friend before I got married, before she got married, we used to go to the movies all the time. Now we go as couples, you know, because we're bonded with someone else.
And if me and Anti flew out there and you came by yourself, I would kind of be like, that would probably be the first thing I say.
Right. That should be weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
I'd be like, where your wife?
it's just
Because,
boundaries. You know,
yeah,
it's just boundaries. And it's not the fact that it's a lot to do with like the respect of the marriage too. You know, you respect the marriage. You forsake all others. You know, so if I'm putting
I ain't know Anti that
friend
well.
or family in front of my wife, then that's an issue.
Okay,
And
but
and I say it like this too because I got I'm in a D, so we got these casinos. So my cousins and them come up here all the time, and a lot of them be female. And I be dragging them when we go out. They be like, "Come on, cuz, show me out." I bring my wife. My wife come with us, and these my cousins. But it's like that's an extension of me. It's like we going to hang out. So I think the dynamics of marriage, so I mean, I don't think you can't be friends with someone because you're married. It just changes.
well, what I'm saying is you can fully platonic friends because the dynamics are not gonna allow you to be that. If we're gonna be, if I was to come, hey, but what I'm saying is, now for me with my female cousin, like when I only got like a couple of them that I'm really cool with, but those ones I'm really cool with. Everybody know like you have to deal with me to deal with her because she gonna always be always in each other like we grew up together. This is my blood cousin. That's truly platonic. Ain't nothing else involved in it or none of that like that. Somebody who's not some kin of you or the female opposite sex, and she's heterosexual, a person that's not kin to you, it's gonna be a problem. So you can't be like true friends. Like true friends that come my true friends that come give me an anytime. You feel me? I might have to. If I'm with my girl though, but I still gonna have to notify. I'm gonna have to, I'm still have to check in and be responsible with her though too. But what I'm saying is, if I was my, I'm in the bed with my girl and she called and she say, and my girlfriend, I'm in a call in a bed with my woman, and my friend who's a girl called and said she's in distress or something like that, and it's in the middle of the night. But that was just a friend, then I should just be able to go straight over there. Evidently, we can't be just friends because we know that the woman, even if she allows you to, you finna get some attitude, some flack, some suspicions, some accusations thrown at you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna a lot of times they're gonna try to insinuate stuff that you did, even if it was just like a normal situation. But if my friend who's a male called me, and man, he in distress, so he going through something, and I go over there. She ain't gonna, she ain't gonna feel like that. Now she might feel like he might trying to be did that to get me over there with some girls, but she not gonna feel that way specifically about him. If the female calls, she's gonna feel specifically a way about her, and that's why they can't be friends. You can't be my like you could be associates or sociable, but we ain't gonna be able to be true friends. Not and then that's just in a relationship, and most times like even just like without being in a relationship, somebody gonna cross that line if they're not if they're heterosexual, two heterosexual opposite sex friends, and they're semi attractive and the male is not feminine or homosexual or extremely obese or something like that, and it's just the vice versa the same way, then somebody gonna because that's it's gonna come across somebody's mind.
See,
I'm saying in general, like you got your little outliers in your
yeah, I was about to say because my wife an outlier because there's been times where she woke me up because her friends had flat tires and now I gotta go change the tire for her. They not even mine. And but my son's godmother, me and her cool, but I met her through my wife, and me and her real good friends, but
but that's her.
but that
It's hers though.
yeah, I see what you're saying, but
It's
I
her
just
friend.
think
It's not
is
yours.
and then it almost sounds like when you think of friends, you think of no boundaries, you know.
I don't see I don't you can't be my friend. How you gonna be my like we can have like you always got boundaries and stuff like that, but
Right. I don't see how a
we got
word feel
human
like
boundaries,
you
but
think
we
it's
don't
no
have
boundaries with friends. Like what?
no, we got human boundaries. It's normal boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You my friend, you don't fuck my wife. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you my friend, you see my child out, you look out for my child. I do the same thing for you. These are just normal human boundaries.
But
No gender, no gender
that
involved. But
but see
if you my friend and I see your child now and he or she out, oh that's my child. And they're gonna say, oh that's Uncle Ray. Oh yeah, you got some money, blah blah blah. What you doing? Yeah, you all right? Who you with? I'm asking these same questions like I'm like I'm their daddy, and they're gonna respect that. They're gonna already expect that anyway. But if
the
that's what
same but now when you said human boundaries, right? So I got to take you back to this because these are your words. When you say friend, right? That's a boundary in itself because two males, like you said, heterosexual, they're not thinking about sex. So if you a male and female and you use the term friend, anything beyond friend is no longer friendship. If you cross a sexual boundary, just like you got a sexual boundary with males, as a friend has that boundary because once you cross that boundary, you're no longer friends. It goes into romance.
right. But you don't have those. You don't have those awkward moments with males. Ain't nothing I can see with an ugly ass dude that'll make me say, "Oh shit." Or maybe if my friend walked by and she might be looking thick today, you know, something like that. I ain't know she was, you know what I'm saying? It's it gonna cross your mind. When I see your ragged ass, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, get the fuck out of the front of the TV, nigga. Let's watch the game. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? If she comes in and stands in the TV with some good on, I'm like, and I'm about to tell her to get the fuck from in front of the TV too. But the thought just crossed my mind like, damn, oh, she looking thick today. Man, damn, I wonder what they hit on. You know what I'm saying? This type of stuff might cross your mind, even though you might not act on it or anything like that. Though, yeah, if I fall, hey, what if she fall asleep and she got a dress on and and, stuff hanging out? You done already saw it. Maybe that might entice you. Uh, Maybe y'all up under the influence.
I agree, Commander. People cheat all the time with not so good looking people. And I mean some. ugly women. I mean, wife beautiful, and they be cheating with a gorilla.
I mean, sometimes you need a gorilla to, you know what I'm saying?
I swear you got an excuse for every damn thing at this point. This
Well,
makes no
all I'm saying is
sense.
this: men and women can't be friends. And if my woman talking about she got a friend where she thinks she gonna be taking her little goof ass out on a date by herself, like it's gonna be cool, she got another thing coming. Ain't gonna work. What heterosexual normal man just gonna allow nobody's gonna allow their wife to do that. If that was your friend, then if that was just your friend, then you wouldn't need me to come on. But you know, men and women can't be true, honest friends. They can be sociable and friendly, but they can't be just friends. It's like, hey, this is my friend. Like, you feel me? If you and your wife got into it, or you and your husband got into it, and she put you out, you're not gonna go over your male friend house if your husband you left your husband. You spend that marriage should be over with. He for him as being a male, and if if you a man and your wife put you out, and you go stay over your female friend house, your female friend house, not hers, your female friend house, she gonna be either trying to see what's going on or their marriage is over. Like nobody trusts male and female heterosexual friends either.
Mm.
I think I think it's just situational too. Depending on the dynamics of the person's relationship. I mean, have you given people reasons to feel like that or think like that for them to even do? Because, like, my wife, I'm pretty sure, uh, yeah, it's just, I think it's situational because I've seen exactly what you said. So I can't say it don't exist because I've seen that happen, you know? So I know it's there. It's just, I don't think that should be the standard. I think men and women, just the way we perceive one another, is a lot, and especially in today's society, everything is sex, 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 sex. It's sexually driven. So when you say man and woman, that's the first thing people think of is sex. But I think mature people can establish, relationships with one another, and to do that properly with anyone, you have to have boundaries. Any relationship established without boundary usually falter. So, but I hate to end this, but we've been rocking for like 3 hours. I appreciate it. I got to get my butt in the bed. I ain't even plan on being on this long, but yeah, we're gonna have to have more conversations with King and Tay. I'm gonna create a segment.
Man. So at the end of the day, end of the
Yeah,
story, he can't be friends because I'm just too irresistible.
and
End of discussion.
on me, and entice
But
me.
I can be friends with him.
Yeah,
He
because
can't be friends with me.
when you trying to entice somebody, and then try to flip it back like they coming at you, like and then you be like, oh, that's why we can't be friends because you know what I'm saying. You
Oh wow.
try to lead me into that.
Oh wow. Entice. Okay.
Hey, I'm about to go over and harass Anti this
All
street.
right, word.
Yeah, Anti should be live by now. So I'm gonna go over there and harass her. Y'all go show Anti some love. And we'll be back
Later.
tomorrow.
All right.
All right, y'all have a good night. Man, y'all know what I always say. Care about how you feel. These are the conversations. And if I said anything that resonated with you, hit that share button. Tell somebody to tell somebody. Help me spread the word. But until tomorrow, we out. I ain't even got the thing up yet. But here we go. I think.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange.